What's the haps? I don't have anything set up. I really do need like a loading screen. So like I can like so I can put it up so I can like do this. Now we're just give me a sec to like get everything set up. Yeah, no, a loading screen would be super nice to have. I'll add it to my list. You guys can just listen to my mouse for a second. Okay, we're starting part 3 today. That's all I really gotta say. If you hear anything like me munching on stuff, it's because I got like a bag of chips nearby. And any stream that's like this later in the day, I'm usually just like right after work. And I just don't eat. I just want to show off how cool Radiant Dawn is. Yeah, so last time we stopped a civil war, and this time we're going to participate in a massive war. This is part 3, and I will not be able to do part 3 of Radiant Dawn all in one sitting. The capitalization of my stream title is wrong. That is going to annoy me. We are not going to be able to do part 3 in one sitting. Part 3 is very, very long and very tedious, and will go on for like 8 fucking years. So will part 4. I think the best thing about this game is the maps start out really small, and then they just get worse. They get really long, and it takes 5 years to complete each map. Dude, it's Devilas. It's the boss. Hold on, I'm just cleaning my glasses. I can't see shit. Okay, I can actually see shit now. Dude, they're so worried. They're like, oh man, but the fucking Lagoos could attack at any minute. Whoops, they're attacking. Man, imagine like in a time of peace, just being on like one of those fortresses. There's the furries. We're actually on the furry side. We are on Team Furry. Such a fucking weird thing to say. I don't even know where to start. This map is pretty easy. Sort of. The only problem you'll run into is you might, keyword might, run out of like supplies and stuff. Not supplies, what I want to say. You might run out of like hits with your weapons because there is a limited amount of weapons. There is no shop, so what you have is pretty much what you get. Which you normally won't have a problem because there's a whole shitload of allied units. Shinon, what the fuck? And the Ike Brigade is 300% broken. Like every single one of them is. Kind of. And since I have those cool nifty save file transfers, they're even more broken. So, the couple of levels are just kind of gonna be not a breeze. Like we're still gonna run into some problems. We're still gonna have some troubles. There's gonna be like nothing I can talk about. Actually, an annoying part about this level is if you want the most amount of experience, you kind of have to bum rush the level. Because if you don't, Runoff and Skamir will take all of the experience and kill the boss. So you're kind of like racing against these guys in order to like actually reach the boss. Which I just think is kind of funny. Man, that is not how I would have done those movements. You also get another lion unit. I think that is interesting, which is just odd. Because lions are just better tigers. Like, I think they're somewhere in the middle. Like, they have good growths on everything, but they don't super excel. I think they just have, like, a bunch of HP or something. I don't know. But we'll learn why Skamir sucks. They also have infinitely respawning stuff. That will get just a little annoying as time goes on. But for now, Yeah, it's like half a race to try to get all the experience, because you want the experience. And you want all the items. There's these ballistas to sort of help them out, which is cool. It's a neatly designed level. It just has a few issues. And that's that you really can't... I don't want to say this. I think my biggest problem is that it just funnels you through like a pretty boring... Like, this is kind of dull. There isn't really much... There's some strategy. You're limited about like what weapons you can use. And like most characters start out with two pretty good weapons. But again, like you're kind of there is still like a limitation, and it feels like this feels like more just a like you know who the Dawn Brigade are. Here's them doing cool stuff. Here, not the Dawn Brigade. Here's the Grail Mercenaries, and then everyone gets super broken. The best thing about this is the Dawn Brigade maps become more tolerable as you play them, and then the ones in Part 3 just really hate you. And then you'll just watch the Grail Mercenaries go from, like, just doing okay to just steamrolling every fucking map the game puts in front of them. And it's just... yeah, there's not really much to really go here. It's just like a weird level. This is a very weird introduction level because I think there are better like the next level and the level after that I think are a lot better in terms of like letting you play around with your units a bit more and actually formulate some kind of strategy. Dude, I'm always winning Freya. This map is like a cakewalk. Mostly because I got all these fun furry friends. Hence the title of my stream. Actually, they are doing a lot better than they normally do. I might lose the race. Because the boss has, I think, a crossbow. And you can get the crossbow. And you kind of, well, you don't really need it. It's nice to have, though. So we're racing to go get it, basically. And I think they're going to win. It kind of depends on if Shinnok kills any of these mages. Crossbows were added into... Oops, did I want to do that? I should probably explain what crossbows are. Okay, you probably know what a crossbow is, but... Okay, Mist, you are still bad. Now, I want to level Mist up because I'm curious, like, exactly what she turns into. I never fucking do. I think her third tier is just Valkyrie, which is what her second tier is in the previous game. So yeah, crossbows were added in this game. Ah, shit. And what their function is... They give archers a 1-range attack. Archers can only attack at 2 range or 3 range. Crossbows give them a 1-range attack. Crossbows are weird, if I'm trying to remember. They're like, their damage is based on... What is it? It's based on, like, defense. Like, it's percentage based on defense. Actually, that might be one specific crossbow now that I'm thinking about it. But crossbows are also super effective against flyers. So yeah, I don't know, one of my preferences. So yeah, as I've explained in like every stream, Dwarven Knights are fucking super broken in this game because they took away flyers, their weakness to bows and also to crossbows. And since crossbows exist, why the fuck would you have a Pegasus Knight? They have another weakness to add on to that. Crossbows are pretty rare, but they do an insane amount of damage and will one-shot you. So I ask again, who the fuck wants to use a Pegasus Knight? And these guys are doing complete idiots like they always are. Man, I like crossbows. those. Even though you'll never see me use them. Mostly because Shinon is super broken. And so is... I should have healed. What the hell am I doing? Shinon is super broken. And he is interesting in that fact. Because he evolves into a silencer? Yeah. Silencers have a 3 range, can attack at a 3 range. So, with his good stats, and now he has more range to just cause chaos. Welcome to one of your endgame units. But probably not, because of another couple of reasons. Apparently he can also cheese one of the final bosses. And yeah, I didn't misspeak. There are multiple final bosses. And we will get there. And we will cry. Not because of anything sad, but because of some of the final bosses. Oh joy. If you've played this game, you probably know which final boss I have that I will have trouble with. And if you haven't, oh boy, that's going to be a fun time to explain. And a fun time to explain that out of, the 4 final bosses, the first one is, the most difficult. And is, the only one that has, no, wait. I was gonna say the only one that has a gimmick. But... By the way, for my future self, when I go through all of this, I need to remember to add this level to the Fire Emblem levels where I do not talk about the level. Because I will be tallying all of those up for personal reasons. I don't really have much to say on this one. Again, the limited items, I think a lot of players their first time through would just be like, oh, how am I supposed to do this? I can't go buy stuff. But the Grail Mercenaries are already good enough that they don't really need additional items since more than half the enemies will be taken care of by these guys. There's a cutscene going on. Yeah, we're not fighting this guy as the boss. He just runs away while yelling about the beasts are gonna fucking eat him. Like a cow. Yep. So let's talk about why Dwarven Knights are more broken, because I can actually explain a bit more. So Dwarven Knights' big weakness are magic, and specifically electric magic. Well, you're fighting Benyon for most of Part 3, and they mostly use fire mages, because fire mages are good against beasts, you know, the country they're fighting against. Because of this, thunder mages are not super abundant. They're around, but they're just kinda not there. God, they're losing lots of people, even though they're actually doing way better than me. They are definitely going to beat me to that crossbow. The joke's on me if it turns out I'm actually thinking of a different level, and the guy doesn't actually give you a crossbow. Just kind of a nice item to have, because I don't have to restock a bunch of shit. Crossbows also do solve the problem where now they can finally add archers to it. Yeah, they're gonna get that fucking crossbow for me. Means you can finally add archers as bosses. Because before, you kinda couldn't. I'm trying to think of any Fire Emblem game where a fucking archer is the boss, where they don't have some, bullshit attached to them. There is, in Sacred Stones, there is a boss that has, a bow and an axe. And you can kind of, bait him out that way, where you can, make him use the bow and then constantly keep attacking him while he has the bow out, and then, attack him while he has the bow out, then rescue your unit real quick, and then just repeat that over and over again. Except that takes a while. That's boring. And he's not a very hard boss. No, actually, he kind of is. Sacred Stones has this really weird problem where most of the game's enemies are pretty easy and then the boss is really hard. Path of Radiance has that problem too, where the bosses are 10 times harder than the actual enemies in the level. Run off! No! Fuck. Oh yeah, they're... What are they doing? You guys seeing this shit? Renov, do you not have a Laguz Stone? I seriously do not know what the fuck is going on. What are the enemies? Are you guys deliberate? Now I can't even get in there. Oh, he kind of can. Okay, I was right. He can get it. Ha ha ha. I knew that the whole time. That's why I was saying. Yeah, I'm not getting that crossbow. God damn it. I kind of wanted that crossbow. Yeah, and most of the enemies are going, like, this is really just... The rest of this level will literally just be me watching the fucking green units move for most of it. So I hope you like that. Probably get some supports after this. You're probably wondering, like, oh, but supports are so good in the other games. Why don't you have a bunch of them in this game? Well, their effects are... Okay, their effects are noticeable. My normal playthrough, that one disastrous stream, definitely showed that, where supports helped a lot. Easy mode, not really. This game is way too easy on easy mode. The only reason I'm playing it on easy is to actually get through it and show off all the cool stuff. And because apparently I don't remember normal mode enough to just play it without thinking. Yeah, I didn't realize how much they changed. In Path of Radiance, I think it's only hard mode where they add units. Normal mode, they just have, I think, slightly better stats. So, if you know certain enemy encounters and know how everything's gonna happen. I was waiting for, like, all of them to untransform. Okay. Now, all I need them not to do is park one of those goddamn tigers in front of the crossbow guy. Guess what they're gonna do? Oh my god. Sometimes you just want stuff and it just doesn't happen. Yeah, use the cat to attack the big fucking armored dude. Okay, maybe Titania can rescue him. That's a big maybe, though. This map is also unique. The only unique thing I could talk about is it's an arrive map, but it has a different arrive condition. Normally it's Ike arrive, Micaiah arrive, Lord arrive. This is Skimir arrive. Yes, you don't have control over that unit. And he sometimes is aggroed to other enemies. Normally, as long as you've killed the boss, he'll go right to it. And he's like, oh my god, okay, please. Nope. Well, at least I can get a hit in. Like, you have long range? No, you don't. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at this! They're not giving me any room! Green Unit AI has really not come a long way. And if somebody tries to tell me that the Green Unit AI in fucking Three Houses is good, let me tell you, it's still not a good AI. I don't know who the fuck programmed Catherine fucking missing every shot. But I would like to know. So yeah, that tiger is going to attack. He's going to kill. That tiger's going to... Oh, are you fucking serious? Wait, are they not aggroed to the boss? Oh my god, I don't think they are. They're like moving out of the way for me. Maybe my memory's playing tricks on me, but I definitely remember doing this level and having them kill the boss. Now, like, do you want the kill? You have unique dialogue. So, bosses will tend to have for the most part in this game, we will go over other characters who have unique dialogue. Because there's one character, there's a lot. But most bosses will have unique dialogue if they fight Ike. Usually it's just Ike. In the first chapter of part 2, Har has unique dialogue if he fights the boss. So there are some exceptions, but it's mostly just Ike that'll have unique dialogue. They usually don't. They don't really explain a whole lot. Skimir, fucking chill, bro. That was before my time. Minion ruled over Gallia, huh? That would have been interesting. Tellius has all this history they kind of just... like, don't explain. Like, okay, the backstory with the goddesses, that's explained in the 3 heroes. That gets an explanation. But then there's, like, in Path of Radiance, Nasir has an offhanded line where he just goes, you know, there was a time when Laguz enslaved everybody. And you're like, what? That's never elaborated on. Benyan used to control Gallia. Excuse me, but when was that? How long has Golda been a nation is another good question. My pronunciation is going to be terrible, but Phoenix and Kivs, the Hawk and Raven nations, apparently used to be one country. But we don't know why they fucking split. So they're explaining that in the first game we learned that there's a magic medallion, and if the entire world goes to war, a god will kill everybody. So, World Wars Unleash Evil Dark Gods is the message. But luckily we have the Syrene's royal family. I don't know why I said it like that. These guys. Raphael was introduced in this game. This is his first canonical appearance. Also, I like the writing of the Tellius games, but it is kind of bullshit to be like, nah, there was another Heron, the royal, that survived, and he knows the real story, so we can actually have the plot. Like, they couldn't find another way to do that? So that was chapter 1. We're doing chapter 2 next. Oh, cool, the narrator's back.
The Laguz alliance sacks Flaguer with ease and sets off immediately for Mugil.
Yep, so they took one fortress city.
Flaguer and Mugil are both key to the defense of Western Benyan.
Take another fortress city.
And have figured for many years.
A lot of part 3 is just war preparations. It's going to take us a bit before I get to talk about interesting stuff.
Mugil is well defended by thick walls and countless blades.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that. I do definitely make these games out a lot more boring when I'm just like, oh, I don't have much to say on this level. But like, you can't have a game where every level is like fucking perfect and 10 out of 10. Like, even Path of Radiance has a few levels that are just fucking terrible. And Radiant Dawn, there's more of them. If you've played this game, you probably have your own least favorites. We'll get to all of them. Oh boy, we will see some. But we're taking another fortress, we need a plan. Good thing Soren, our genius tactician, which I don't remember is mentioned much in the first game. They don't have a plan. They're just gonna issue a challenge. But those cowards! Skimir apparently does not know what the purpose of a castle or a fort is, even though I think Gallia has a castle and forts. They do have a castle, we see it in some of the CGs. You know, they call him an idiot, but like, based on what we know about Laguz culture, he's kinda like, pretty normal. At least he delegates. Yeah, see, you got a castle right there. I could be wrong. I don't think they have forts. So Gallia has never, ever invaded another country. That's kind of interesting.
But also, it kind of makes sense. I mean, like, they are an oppressed people in the world as a whole. So, like... And the Lagoos are apparently just a beast race.
Okay, then. Yeah, why isn't Canagus? Okay, they say this. They're just like... It isn't easy to go back, which is like complete bullshit. Because I swear in the first game they mentioned that like they can cross hundreds of miles, no problem. Also, we have to write Giffica out. And they never explain what he's doing. That's not a spoiler, it just never is explained. The Goose pick based on strength, which makes sense why their royals are so strong. Which also explains why. That's also kind of complete bullshit. The beasts literally can't. Like, how are you supposed to beat a lion or a fucking, like, one of the lions? Like, that's some fucking racist shit right there. Oh, we based it on strength. I just happen to have been born. Oh, I still can't use the shop yet. That's another reason I wanted the crossbow. Yeah, the big difficulty here is item management. You only have so many concoctions, so many healing items. The crossbow is the only item I think you can get in that entire level. So you're kind of stuck with what you have. Can I... Let's see if I get some supports. Nope. Man. Can't even get anything from the informations. The three brothers. With their green hair. You're gonna fight... Oh, hi, Mist. What? I thought Oscar was here. Where's Oscar? He's my favorite character. Power versus skill. Actually, this conversation is very funny because it's also a bit meta, because Rolf has a high skill growth and... Yeah, I believe it's a high skill growth, and Boyd has a very high strength growth. Boyd, you can't hit shit. They're both important. Only a bad soldier would focus on one. Nah, she's sick of these shitty arguments. He keeps growing like a beanstalk. And Mist is making him close, I guess. I thought Oscar fixed her. Yeah, Oscar is definitely the type of guy. Oscar is the best character. Look, he needs alternation. I don't think he's grown in years. Yeah, he kind of hasn't. Speaking of that, Mist also doesn't really look much older, except for, like, longer hair. Oh god, it's this conversation. Alright, there's an iconic line here, so we gotta watch. Listen. Adri is just looking at all the furry chicks. This is a very unimportant conversation. But also, Shinnon's a prick. Too bad he's fucking broken. Oh my god. Oh, there's Liar. Oh boy. I get to talk about them, huh? So this game definitely ran out of ideas for new characters. So we have Kaz, Kaiza, I don't know, and Liar. I hate their designs. I really do. They are also way worse than Leith and Mordecai, whatever. And third thing, okay, so this is another one of those, I swear I read this somewhere. So, Liar and K, I'm just gonna call him K. I'm not even gonna try to fucking do it. They compete a lot. They're Renouf's assistants. Apparently in the Japanese version, K is, like, very clearly in love with Renouf. Like, that's, like, it's not just, like, two subordinates competing for, like, their boss's attention. Like, apparently it's a romantic thing. I say apparently, do not quote me on this. We learned last time that my memory is fucking terrible. But apparently that's the case. Which is weird, because that means they removed his one personality trait. Because these two are the worst. They're just army filler. Okay, so far, as I've been talking during all this, they don't want to get into a fight. God damn, Shannon, you really are just a piece of shit. Gatry did not say anything that entire exchange. What? Don't tell me the girl you're talking about is that pussycat. Jesus Christ, shit. Fated to be together. By the way, he calls them subhumans the whole time except for this one dialogue box where he calls them lagoos. Also, I swear you'd hit on a tree if I dressed it in a skirt. Ah, that's a good line. This support conversation, I think, is just to explain why Mia's still here. Mia's the only member of the mercenaries that isn't from the start. She joins partway through, and then at the end of Path of Radiance, she's like, "You guys seem fun, I'll stick around." And then this one is basically like, Mia just wants to beat Ike. Because Ike is the coolest, greatest swordsman ever. Man, I'm talking about people just not looking any older. They also just did that to Mia's hair, where they just made it grow longer. Is that really just how people age? Like, if I cut my hair, do I lose my age? That sounds like I'm describing a goddamn Nen ability, where your hair is based on what your physical age is. So yeah, to stop each other from murdering each other, they got the group's healer. They're gonna die. And they're gonna fucking murder each other. Oh, I can award experience. Who the fuck do I want to level up first? Okay, non-negotiables would be Titania, Shinon. Well, Shinon will get there naturally. A lot of these people actually will get there naturally. Simply because... So manage experience for the girl mercenaries I wouldn't consider super important. Like, I could probably skip giving it to them, like, for a lot. With the exception of, like, Rise and Mist, who will fall behind, and Soren, who definitely will fall behind, just because there are so many more enemies they have to fight. And their frontline troops will essentially just mow everybody down. You know what? I'm almost tempted to just start leveling up Mist, just to see what will happen. Mostly because of my file transfer, no one else really needs level ups to be good. Like, Jesus Christ. Shinon, why do you have so many max stuff? Yep, just Gatry having max strength. I mean, let's look at fucking Ike with max strength and skill. They also all have, like, an insane amount of HP. Because they also get, I think, plus 5 HP if it's max. More Fire Emblem games need to do that. Yeah, we're just gonna do Mist. Just to do something different. She will still be terrible. I will give her 1,000,000 level ups and she still will be a bad unit. Bonus XP is something I want back. If they do whatever the next Fire Emblem game is, I love this system. But again, you have to then balance your entire game around it. I think it works in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn because no unit is bad. Huge fucking air quotes around that. Because there are some units that are just objectively pretty bad. Meg is fucking terrible. Her stats are not good. Same with Flora? I'm trying to remember what the fuck her name is. The Cavalier from part 3. She's really not very good. And it's mostly her starting base stats are really bad. I don't think I have any skills. I can remove shit. Though I don't know why I would, since it doesn't cost anything, but it will cost something if I remove it. But in this game, pretty much everybody's pretty good. Some characters are definitely a lot better. Shidon's better than Rolf. I think at the end of the day, Mia ends up being better than Edward. Titania is just fucking leaps and bounds better than, like, any Cavalier unit. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. If Mist really does get a mount, then it's gonna be fucking worth it, because having a healer that can just move around the map. Dude, they're wearing their Sacred Stone, their Fire Emblem disguises. I wish I had that screenshot on hand. It's my favorite part. We need disguises. Perfect. Oh, now I want to play Fire Emblem, the first one. Boy, I better be prepared for resets there, because Jesus Christ, is that game kind of hard. I should also look up how to get people, because there are some I don't remember. Like good old Heath. Could always play Sacred Stones. I know how to get everybody there. Ramit. Yeah, this is a route mission with a limited number of turns. Yeah, they do that. Does this level suck? Not really, actually. I actually kind of like it. It's like a condensed skirmish is what they're trying to do, and I think it ultimately works. It is one of those things where I swear a lot of people will probably lose their first time, but you remember, Ike is broken, and you can just get up here to go fight the boss. And once you've learned that, then you've learned the secret to how to beat this stupid level. Thanks, Grandma. Money. Where's Ike? Another cool thing is if you've already moved Ike, you can still have access to this menu. I can't remember if that was added in this game or if it was in the first, if it was in Path of Radiance. But I think it's pretty cool. See, crossbows just let you do like a melee attack. I just wasted that, but I just kind of wanted to show what a crossbow does, since I will probably seriously Shinon. Piece of shit. Worthless character. I'm kidding. Shinon's kind of broken. Mostly because of that 3 range. Yeah. It also has 3rd tier units, which is something that is kind of unique. I say it's kind of unique because I'm unsure how to qualify all of... Oh wow, I should have not moved Titania. Oh no. Soren might die. Mia, how the fuck did that hit you? Yeah, I don't really know how to qualify something like how 3 Houses deals with its class progression. You know, that was actually the smart move. However, Shinon's strength is actually pretty good. They also made longbows fucking worthless in this game. Just remember that no matter where you are, Ike is still broken. Seriously, they buffed Ike way too much. Why would you attack Mia when Soren is like right there? God, me trying to get that A support with fucking Soren and Ike is gonna be so difficult. Not because I don't want it. It's just, Ike just tends to be so isolated. Okay, you two actually need to stay behind, and that will explain that later. Yep. Lagoos don't eat people. Oscar, you... What the fuck? Wait, how the hell does she know? What the hell? What the fuck? Wait, do I just lose the item? Can someone explain to me what the hell just happened? He's not from Benyon. Wait, he actually might be. Hold on. No, he's from Kenyer. What the fuck? Okay, that's never happened before. Mia, you're at I was gonna say, you're at max speed. Okay, that was odd. I'm not restarting the map just because I missed an item, but... Use the Rolf's bow. Watch as Ike kills fucking everyone with his special sword. Yeah, he gets a special weapon. Mist gets a special weapon, her weird, like, magic sword. What the fuck is it called again? The Floret. Shinon kinda has a special weapon. Sorta. I don't really know how to qualify it. It's like a bow he makes. Yeah, for some reason they like had to. They were like, okay, we need to explain where the Rolf's bow came from. Because that needed to be explained for some reason. And so they're like in this game, oh, but Shinon makes bows. And you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know why they're adding this character detail. It's like the only thing they add. Shinon's still a piece of shit. Garbage character. Also, I just spent the last chapter explaining there's no Thunder Mages, so what does this chapter do? 2 of them! 2 of the fuckers! But I don't have a War of a Night quite yet. Soren, why the fuck do you have 12 strength? You are not gonna need 12 strength. I don't care what happens in this game. However, Ramit's going to die. He's gonna get double critted. I'm going to laugh because that was fucking hilarious. Man, normally my archers are terrible, but they're the ones getting like all the kills in this chapter. Rolf, I hope you enjoy these levels. Those will be the last ones you get. Archers are really useless, and Shinon is already super broken. Alright, you 3 need to be here in case one of those reinforcements show up. Because reinforcements do show up from the bay, from there. And I don't want them killing any of my allied units. My friendly furries. That's what I'm calling them. Yeah, there's not much to say. This level has Fog of War, but it's like probably the level that really doesn't need it. Besides some enemies that sort of hidden off to the side and not knowing where the boss is, there's like no point in it. Because like the enemy isn't affected by Fog of War. That's why a lot of people dislike Fog of War. So you see the map through Fog of War. The enemy doesn't. I think the enemy just sees the map normally. So they have an unfair advantage. They know what your positions are, you don't know theirs. Yeah, here are the reinforcements. Really should not be using as many of those as I am right now. But Ike's kind of busted, except for that 9 res. Oh, Jesus Christ, why do you have 9 res? I can tell you why he's 9 res, because they needed to balance him somehow, and that's the only thing they could think of. Yeah, that is literally, I swear, like, over half of the broken units have that same issue. How do we balance them? Okay, we'll just make sure their resistance to magic is the fucking worst. Like, why was that their big idea? Yeah, I don't think there's anyone over there. I don't really quite get it. Stay behind just in case. It's just these 2. I don't think any other Fire Emblem game does that. Why her? Why not Ike? That's an interesting way the enemy works. Yeah, he's gonna take like 4 damage. There's no miss. Actually, he'd take a lot. 9 resistance. Ooh. This guy thinks he's tough. Oh, he survived. Too bad the map's almost fucking over. It gives you 12 turns. I wonder what like normal and hard mode give you, like 0. Route in 3. I could do it in 3. Is that the lowest turn count I could do for this? I don't even want to try to figure that out. Wow, Mist, you almost got a kill. Wow, Mist, you have fucking garbage-ass stats. Don't worry, Boyd's here. Who's also kind of bad in this game. I am not going to lie. Poor Boyd. Should I give... No, I shouldn't give Rise a kill. Because I'm leveling Mist up just for fun. I don't think it's worth it to have both my healers to be at like a fucking ridiculous strength. Yikes. 15. That's a big... That's a lot of damage at this point. Why did I use my short axe? Shouldn't have done that. Nice, a short little map. We open the gates. The enemy charges in. Yes, yes. Good timing, Ike. My boy. The war is going pretty good. Score 1 for the furries. Hey, it's the merchants. Thank God, I definitely needed this shit. And we got more troops. And you might be surprised at least by one of the units we get. I know I was my first time playing through. Yeah, you get reinforcements. You know, because the Grail mercenaries really need reinforcements.
The tactics used by the Gallian army prove effective.
Also, any items that you had in the convoy in Part 2, I don't think you get until, like, very late Part 3.
Before Benyan can react, the Laguz overwhelm the remaining border defenses and cross into the Telgum region. With both defensive keeps overrun, Telgum falls like ripe fruit.
Oh god, the river.
The Laguz alliance.
We're gonna spend like 8 chapters fighting over that goddamn thing.
Advantage of this momentum to strike toward the very heart of the Benyan Empire. Dukes Gatos and Celiora.
I'm also unsure how big Tellius is supposed to be. People seem to move rather quickly around the map.
Of the northern territory.
So to respond to this, the northern nobles are massing their armies. The central army, which is Benyan's like actual armed defenses,
as a defensive front. The Benyan forces make their camps along
haven't shown up yet. They haven't responded to the thing. We've been fighting a lot of local forces at the moment. So a lot of like, yeah, just local forces. Ooh, storm clouds. I don't know why this fucking map is called that. Yeah, so we have to... So the Central Army's moving out. But the Laguz have a plan. So they're gonna hit the supply lines, yeah, of the Central Army to slow them until we can take care of the northern troops. When we've met up with all the Hawk people. That's not actually a bad plan. It's Nasala and Tabarn. And Neluchi's there for some reason. Yeah, I never really expected you to join the Laguz Alliance. Yep, they used to live together. I wonder why they split off. Ooh. He has a secret about why he's first in line. Interesting. Wonder what that could be about. Who cares, though? It's Nasala. Oh, this guy. Leveille. Yep, so the Northern Army doesn't have very good command structure. Literally, the nobles who are supposed to be leading the army are just bickering at the moment about who will get the biggest reward. Please give me some supports. I know what I'm doing. By that I mean, like, I'm trying to get some endings. So there are endings based on people. There's like 4. Okay, before I do that, let's look at who we get. So we get her, we get Brahm, we get Heather, of course. For some reason they give you Har, which you'll see very quickly will break the Grail Mercenaries levels just in half. And then for some reason, returning all the way from part 1, is the fucking Thunder Mage tier 1 ass character Ilya. I don't get it. And no, training her up does not suddenly make her more usable here. She is completely outclassed no matter what you fucking do.
Let's do some information. The 3 brothers. Fucking green hair looking ass motherfuckers. That's actually why I love... Oh, right. I forgot about this.
This is backstory stuff. Kind of. Yeah, he kind of did. So their dad remarried to Rolf's mom, I think. I'm trying to remember how this works. Yeah. And then when their dad... So Rolf's, like, not related to them. Even though he also has green hair. Okay, I'm trying to remember this. Yeah, so Rolf isn't, like, their biological sibling. He's their, like, stepbrother. And then, like, their mom Rolf's mom abandoned their dad after he remarried. I don't know why this is all super confusing. Cause, like, you could just make them all brothers. They all have green hair. And Rolf doesn't even remember her fucking mom. His fucking mom. I don't know why I called it Rolf a girl. Ditch this motherfucker. Aw, he loves his brothers. Of course he can stay, Rolf. This is just... I guess this explains a bit, but like... Oh shit, that also explained why I didn't get an item. Oh, it's Heather. Everyone's favorite character. What? Do you not think the Laguz look good? Man, you're racist. Also, did you see the Laguz? Unless you're like that picky on what you consider a cute girl. This is the last time I think Heather has unique dialogue. Also Ilya's last time to have unique dialogue. Wow, Heather. She likes to feed me. Still eating everything and like Ike just coming in out of nowhere. They really reduced Ilia down to, like, one trait. Though, to be fair, she didn't have much of a character to begin with. I swear, her whole purpose in Path of Radiance is to teach the player you can talk to enemy units to recruit them. Well, time for Ike to get awkwardly hit on by a woman that might be twice his age. I say might, because a lot of these character ages I don't actually know. Ike just gets hit on by everybody. He just wants fucking swords. The most beautiful woman in the whole camp. Oh, but who's gonna cock block him? It's Soren. Of course. My boy. Everybody will be telling the tales. I don't think I would care, if I'm gonna be honest. I think I would just be like, yeah, but you promised me free shit. Checkmate. Yeah, just let your boyfriend argue for you, Ike. Jesus Christ. And Soren just, like, awkwardly has to hit on her. I always imagine this scene with Soren just like... It's a limited time deal. I don't ever use the silver card, mostly because I don't think it ever works. So you can't sell weapons. Bullshit. I always imagined Soren just being very monotone that entire scene. It's just funnier in my head. So just give me the silver card, which, as I stated, I don't. I don't know. Finally, I'll give you some experience, but you are not leveling up. Does not earn any trading points. I don't know what trading points are. Dude, let me fucking forge some shit. No, let me forge something good. Can I make like a pink sword? Let's not actually. Let's buy actual supplies before I start fucking around. I'm tempted to sell that card. Luckily, you brought a concoction with you. Luckily, Hard does not actually need equipment. Yeah, you just get some units. Actually, recruiting Heather back in Part 2 is actually kind of useful to have a thief early in Part 3. Because she can steal stuff, so that's useful. That's kind of it. There's... Like, I recruit Heather because of course I do. Like, you recruit every unit. That's just how you play Fire Emblem. But she is the most worthless unit that you will probably ever have to use in a Fire Emblem game. Actually, I take that back. I forgot Meg exists. And there's probably some pretty bad ones. Oh, Jesus Christ, Nino. No, wait, let me clarify that real quick, because I know someone might pounce on me. Nino's bad because of when you get her. That is it. You get her way too late for her to be useful. Even though her growths are fucking fantastic. I think she's like a top tier. Like, she can become one of your best mages, but she has so few levels to actually... Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Bowguns are kind of the weaker versions. There's just so much stuff to buy. Like, I don't even know where to start. You guys need, like, so much shit. Hey, Miss, dude, you want a better sword? As I'm giving you a steel sword, and you're never going to be good with it. Who else needs equipment? Give this to Shinon. Mia definitely needs like a steel blade or two. Because wasting all those voodoo hits will probably start backfiring later on. Give this to her. Just to have more, just to give me more rounded shit. Could always use more hits there. Boyd is probably good for another map, actually. Boyd, take a hand axe. Gatry, please take another steel jet. Lance. I don't know why you have an Iron Lance, but I'm gonna keep it on you just in case. Who else could use shit? Mist could use a mend. Man, I miss all of this shit from more recent Fire Emblem games. I swear, like, I never have to fucking shop this much in, like, 3 houses or anything else. Especially in, like, some of the ones where they got, like, fucking in Fates. Like, I don't think I shopped once, like, in any of my playthroughs, because weapons don't break. Okay, I take that back. I think I actually bought, like, some healing items and shit. Lagoos and Baroque. I don't know why the fuck they named some of these levels like this. Okay, this map. I don't have much to say on this map. This map's not bad, but it definitely is just kind of one of those, this is a bunch of enemies, fight them. So I don't really have much to say. Which is sad, because I actually want to talk about these levels. However, Har can just break it in half, which I will definitely be showing off, because of course I will be. It's like half the fun of this. One of the reasons I like playing Fire Emblem is just, it's sometimes very fun to watch yourself just steamroll a map. And you might be thinking to yourself, like, that doesn't really sound fun, but it kind of does. In the sense that, like, it's fun to play this so often that you sort of just know how things are going to turn out. And, like, every run is kind of different because you have the different characters and, not different characters, you have, like, different stats. Like, the character stats are never going to be consistent. Yeah, I'm just going to do this real quick just to see. Yeah, the one good change from the current Fire Emblem games. They didn't get rid of this. Well, they got rid of the fact that after every turn this resets. I like having this. If I ever stream Awakening or... not Fates. Jesus Christ, I do not want to stream Fates. Okay, I might stream Fates, but like... some of those maps are really bad. And I'd rather just do the third route, but like starting at the third route of Fates just feels weird. But like Birthright is kind of a garbage route. But I don't want to play Conquest. I don't actually own Conquest. I bought Birthright. I sort of regret. Kinda. And I bought the third route, and the third route was kinda cool. That's right, she's not evolved yet. I forgot, I don't actually have... At this point I normally have like her as a third tier. But since I'm doing Mist, because why the fuck am I doing that? So I have to rely more heavily on horror. So, big open maps are fun. Kind of. I like them. Kind of. Awakening goes really overboard with their version. Like every map in Awakening is just a big map and it's a fucking route and it sucks. It always sucks. And the main reason I don't like really big maps that are just sort of open is because it really does it. It gives. It basically just gives enemy people with very high movements way too much of an advantage. Cavaliers, Dwarven Knights, Pegasus Knights, a lot of them are broken because they have just a wide movement. You can use them to go kill, say, healers right away. And take out priority targets. And I forgot about those mages. Shit. Ha. Oh, also Thunder magic is like the least accurate magic, continuing my why Har is broken spiel. I think it's the least accurate. I can't remember. I think so. And so, like, it will rarely hit you, and our stats are really good. Har is a bit slow. That is his one disadvantage, is that his speed growth is not the best. However, by the time that becomes noticeable, something else starts happening. He starts one-shotting anyone that he can't double, because his strength is fucking insane at times. Alright, because this is based on magic. Yeah, so the reason that sword is actually pretty good in her hands is for the reason I just stated. Instead of it being a physical attack, it's based on her magic stat, which she will naturally have higher. You know, being a healer. We're gonna do this so that everyone's kind of bunched up. Just so that we have everybody. I really wish I had the Ike Soren support right now because they're so close to each other. Honestly, the supports in this game, the biggest advantage is they give dodge. Dodge is very nice. I like dodge. Or I guess it's avoid. But that is super useful. Especially with people who have like an A support. That just immediately becomes apparent. Because then you're just like, damn. And Ike's just one-shotting people. And we are like so many levels in. And I'm definitely going to regret this. You'll see why. Yeah, kill the Thunder Mage. Fucking... I fucking love playing these games. And if you quickly saw my save files, I even started playing on a completely different file. Just because I love this. I love these games. I'm still playing through, like, oh my god. Just thinking about all the Fire Emblem games, like, I still am playing through. Because I always have, like, one or two games that are just, like, half completed in round form, just because I just haven't gotten back to them. I'm playing one of the remasters of Roy's game, which has been really good. A little easy, though. Let's start taking care of these guys. If I get too close, the boss will attack, and that will just end the level. I want to get some more experience. Yeah, the one disadvantage of Har being so broken is that he can basically solo so many levels, but you lose out on all this sweet experience, which I actually need. The Ground Mercenaries will never fall off in valuableness and usefulness, but it's just more useful if they're high level and they're dealing with this shit. Well, that wasn't expected. Come on, Fiend. You're supposed to be a good unit. You actually are. And Gatry with his, like, 8 fucking million defense. Not exaggerating. I don't know what it is, but Fire Emblem games really like giving high defense and then, like, high HP to people. Like, it's so odd, because, like, Har has a good HP growth, and he has good defense growth, but you will never see his HP, like, decrease very much. Because, like, he just doesn't take damage after a while. Yeah, if the boss attacks, I'm not too worried. Both Titania and Har can handle themselves. Titania actually can't move much further. Oh my god, with a hand axe, he's fucking killing. Goddamn generals. He's unstoppable. The man can handle this dude. And he's only level 3. He has so much more growth to have. Look at this. Look at that stat spread. My boy is going to grow up so broken. And I'm gonna fucking live it in. Sports also gain, I think, attack sometimes. Which is useful. You know. It's mostly the avoid. The avoid is the most useful part. If I bring her and use her, I'm not gonna actually do this because yeah, she'd die. Actually, she would. What the fuck? Oh right, she has. Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna do it because I think it's gonna be funny. Okay, I don't think it's funny anymore. Missed. What the fuck? Please hit. Thank you. I just put him in bolting range. That should be interesting. Ron, please stay in front of her. I don't want her to die. This is... Okay, not a great unit, but I don't want her to die. Someone die, we go away. We restart the line. Which is kind of why we're playing this on easy, so I have to do a lot of restarts. As much as I like challenging myself, I would like to actually get through these games in like a way that's entertaining. And while the challenge of these games is entertaining, the other time to post them and gain glory for the Lord. Good thing you have goddamn counter, Titania, but also Christ on a cracker, you might die. Your strength is just not very good. I forgot you weren't a Golden Knight. Golden Knight is her third evolution. There's Gold and Silver. I do not know what makes them different. Oh my god, he stole the boss's elixir. Fucking excellent. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. Nor do I know why certain units become certain things. I don't get it. Maybe there's like a reason, but I just don't know, like why certain units were picked for that. But ooh, coming in clutch, doing a. The fuck would you attack? Well, I guess it's. Now Titania, don't fucking die. You're under very strict orders to not die. And get a better level up. Did I love when they do that? Because, oh my god. I really have like a soft spot for when the enemy AI has to figure out why you're next to them. Maybe this will give me the fucking level, the support level up I need. I'll give them C, and then I will never get them to B, because they will never be next to each other. Yeah, I've mentioned this in one of the previous streams, but Ike has two different endings with Renoff or Soren. I'm gonna see if I can get Soren's, because I am not going to bring Renoff on like any levels. Even though he's a requirement, he will end up on a different team in the third level, in the third round. You might be wondering what the fuck do I mean a different team, and we will definitely get there. We will get there. We're going to do that. Because I'm scared. That's a true statement. I don't want to redo this level. And I don't want to do like... yeah. Restarting's not fun. we do an entire level. That means Mystic. No. You do that so you have the staff equipped. Staffs now heal their users. I don't know why they added this. Their strength is... Yeah, so now it heals users if it has equipped. I don't know why they added that. Also, if you wield a staff, you can hit people with it if they attack you. Again, I don't know why they did that. It seems a bit random. Ooh. Yeah, he's the leader of the Lagoos. Have you not heard of the Grail Mercenaries? Can't wait to show those humans what form. Hey, we're fighting on the side of the furries. We are pro-furry. Also, I think it's really weird that despite being on the furry side, you don't actually get a Lagoos character in part 3 until like 4 or 5 chapters in. Yeah, see, she heals automatically. I don't know why. So, Glyph, why are you on the side of the furries? What do I want to give the level to? I like their music. Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna give it to me if she'll actually do a crit. If she doesn't, it goes to Soren. Thank you. But our reward! We were supposed to kill the furries! Yeah, this level's really easy. But what oh no, we're getting real close to the weird shit. This game's pacing is weird. For dyeing his mustache, this same color as his armor. Hell yeah. Yeah, they have really shitty commanders. Well, the Central Army's already here. But what? Why is the Central Army here? Also, there's some tier 1 looking ass motherfuckers in that army. Yeah, Tarn's dead. Too bad, man. Tabar, no. We fight like galleons, dude. We're gonna fucking lose.
Dude, in the middle of a war, you challenge him. Oh, hey, you guys are gonna see the in-game, like, fights. I have these turned off because they make levels much longer.
Seriously? Man, I just need a better mic, I guess. I mean, I am using, like, a pretty shitty snowball. Maybe I need, like, a headset. Maybe not, actually. I'm really loud. Wreck. He got my leg. You know, they have this duel, but I swear Ranulf has better stats than Skimir. Oh, dude, it's General Zelgius. Popular Fire Emblem character, General Zelgius. With his blue fucking hair. Using headphones and then a USB mic. I mean, I have headphones, I'm just not wearing them at the moment. But they have to be plugged in. Benyon is one of the nations. It's the big nation. It's like the Holy Empire. And Levile. I was gonna ask if anybody here... I'm not falling for that glyph. I wonder if Levale has been added to heroes. Levile? I don't know how to pronounce that. So the rumors are true. The Senate and the Apostle are fighting. Those senators are going to become important. No, like, Benyan sounds like a word you trick people into saying. Okay, I kind of get it now. Okay, Zelgius, what the fuck? Why are you in this war? I mean, I know. I don't want to spoil shit. Ah, it's the narrator's turn to speak. I don't have to narrate these anymore. No, I barely did that.
Soniki, Empress of the Benyan
The Apostle,
Empire,
who's like
does not
fucking
wish
12.
war with the Laguz and searches feverishly for a peaceful resolution. However, many Imperial senators see the war not only as a means to expand their own influence, but also as a convenient opportunity to exterminate the Laguz once and for all. These ambitious senators meet
just based on certain spoiler information.
Advocate a full-scale war.
Yeah, the senators want all out war.
Invaded. Benyan's citizens desire.
Now the citizens are like, man, fuck the
far between. Against the Apostle's wishes, Benyan's military is now fully committed to the war.
I like the Laguz. They're cool people.
Zelgius easily escapes the talons of the bird tribes, meant to delay him and the Central Army.
I think all of them are in here.
He arrives at the Sesto Plains to reinforce his weakened allies.
I'm always like, I always ask that, I think, whenever I'm talking about minor characters, like, have they been added to Fire Emblem Heroes? Because I'm kind of surprised who they've all picked.
Seek counsel from Ranulf of Gallia.
I can't believe one child couldn't beat all the senators in an argument.
Thus avoiding a full-on engagement
with the Central Army. She has support. She has Seraphim. Seraphile? That's funny. The Prime Minister backs her.
On the eastern banks of the Riban. Divided
so,
by the river,
two people.
The two armies are deadlocked, able to do.
She's also a descendant of the goddess or something.
Hatred.
That'll become a plot point later. No, a descendant of one of the heroes. Oh, we're gonna be watching a legendary cutscene. There's like 2 cutscenes I would consider like legendary in this. Benyan is a theocracy, kind of. So like the Apostle is like a holy leader, like a line. The Prime Minister is like her second in command. And then the Senate is like, well, I guess like all of them have like a Senate, because like Crimea and Dan also have like noble families that make decisions, kind of. If she's in charge, why do they keep outvoting her? That will be explained later. I'm not gonna spoil it because that's actually like a plot point. Like a bit later, about like what's actually going on in the capital. Well, Tabarn and Nisala couldn't keep him away. Dude, we're fucked. We're not gonna win this war. Tabarn, my dude. Nah, he fits aesthetically. He's just a cat boy. He is drawn a little differently. Beta artwork. It's possible that his artwork might just be not as refined or touched up. He has blood on his wings. Stuff happened. Hey, Rayson. Rayson. Chanaf, I will get you later. And Yuki, boy, these are some forgettable characters, even though I know who they are. Dude, what happened? Mysteries. What's going on? I don't know. Yep, the fucking Raven people who betray everybody betrayed us again. Dude, Zelgius is gonna fucking kill all of us. Renoff, how did you not hear about Zelgius? He was he was controlling... Oh, I guess his forces stayed behind in Dain before we met up with Gallia's forces. Yeah. So, they mention here that all of the Hawk men are dead. Then you'll definitely see cutscenes where there are definitely Hawk soldiers still alive. I also am unsure who attacked them because the Ravens seem to have their armed forces with them as well. And I don't think Benyon could do an attack like that. Alright, so this chapter, we have to cross the mighty river. So we're going to do a front-on assault. Renoff is going to go in the back and fight the generals to keep them occupied while we fight. Meanwhile, Ike is going to go to one of their camps and start fucking with the senators. Knowing that if they fuck with the senators might try to recall part of their army. Yeah, basically. He's gonna cut them off at the pass. And by doing all of this, this will allow them to break through the front lines. Then we throw the opposing army in the river. That's exactly what we're doing. This is actually a really good strategy. And then there's an entire conversation where they just basically talk about how cool Soren is. We must, in order to defeat an army of cowards, we must use the weapons of cowards. I like Skrimir. Even though his character arc is... God, there's a lot of quotes I'd rather have than the one I had in my stupid yearbook. Skrimir's character arc is like one of the things this game does pretty good. Mostly because like a lot of the characters don't have character arcs. That's one of the sad things about this. Like, Ike has kind of completed his, and they don't really have much else for him to do. And then there's Micaiah, who, I think at this point I'm just going to mention every stream, groomed her own husband, so... I'm gonna mention that every fucking stream, because I hate her so much. Her stats are so bad. Yeah, that's all we got there. And I didn't really do a whole lot, so I actually think I have to go shopping again. Oh, I got to recover. Okay, I'm gonna bench the Tomahawk. Would you like her more if her stats were better? We would have to change a few other things, like her chapters. Oh, I really want that Draco Shield. Oh, I don't think I can. She's problematic, but look at those level ups. Oh, I really wanted that Draco Shield, and I don't have enough. Oh, the silver card actually goes away after the first time. Which is just bad. I can't actually think of a character like that that has, like... I'm trying to think. Yeah, I can't think of a character in Fire Emblem's history that's like, man, if only their level ups make up for the fact. So in Path of Radiance, I think you get paid each chapter. You don't actually in this game, you actually have to be using, like, I think you get paid some chapters, but you have to be using, like, gems and stuff. So money's a little tighter. That's why I don't use the Forge. I mean, I didn't in Path of Radiance, but... No, for the Micaiah to be a good character, change her level ups. Changed a lot about the Dawn Brigade. I'll discuss my other problems with Micaiah as a character, but, like, it would massively spoil what happens at the end of Part 3. And we're not there yet. controller down. We can't skip this cutscene. It even has an iconic line. No, but...
The band's marching.
Halfway
across
the river already.
There's no point in waiting.
I love this dialogue. It's so stupid.
Then it's time to fight. You should go.
I like how some of them are lightly jogging and some of them are running. Who the fuck animated this?
No
No
need.
need. Our friends heard every word.
Heard every word.
Of course, and he just looks at top. Yep, all of the fighters are dead, except for these fighters.
Sitting around.
To wing, brothers! Keep up with me if you can!
They're running like a gym class. Dude, they gotta get their laps in, bro. It's like an army of hawks. Dude, I wish I could transform into a giant fuck-off animal. That sounds like fun. I also love these cutscenes because I don't think they can show people like getting stabbed for some reason. Like Nintendo just said no. It's not like at the beginning of Three Houses where like Rhea just beats somebody to death. You see, the plot of this isn't about Mountain Dew. I know you're joking, but like, this is a world in which fighting giant hawks is like a thing.
It's nothing. I'm needed elsewhere. Keep them engaged until I return.
Yes, sir.
Fire that voice actor. Glyph, how much of Path of Radiance's cutscenes did you watch? Because they were worse.
Well,
Come on, dude, when these games came out, localization was, like, not as good as it is today. Like, you have to try to get bad voice acting in a video game nowadays. Interesting maneuver. Shit, I was too early.
Of course. Interesting maneuver.
will you draw your blade?
I don't even have my headphones on because I know how bad the voice acting is.
If you're not worthy of fighting,
Like, I just don't want to hear it.
wasting my time.
God, the
Come on,
first
Ronald.
game's voice acting.
Right hand
Oblivion
to
NPC, motherfucker.
Will that do?
We shall see.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it was shown off in the first game too. Lagoo's clothes also transform with them. I actually like this detail because it explains a lot. Okay, let's explore this level. So this is like the level when I think of what levels do Heartbreak. Heartbreak's at least 3 or 4 of them. They go all naked. I have too many wires. I don't know. I don't want to see a bunch of, like, them running around with their dongs out. I don't know why the Senators, like, have to be up on the front lines. Yeah, one detail from the first game is when we see Canagus transform. Like, we see his fucking, like, paws go morph into, like, his sandals. Yeah, the King of the Beasts wears sandals. I don't know why I think that's a funny detail. So we're gonna burn the supplies. We're gonna go burn shit. Yeah, this will break. Fucking the horror will be able to break this level stuff. All right, we're gonna do this because I need to figure out who the fucking break. You guys. I forgot to set up support conversations. Oh dear, oh dear. Can I still do that? Thank fucking God. Sorens. Oh, they can't level up. I forgot how you make them level up. I'm not gonna be bringing you, so... You can't always return to base. The only thing that it eliminates is it gets rid of the option of having support, the information. So those information things that I constantly keep reading, or at least showing off, those all disappear as soon as you leave the base. Let's fight. We have a set number of turns to do it. So yeah, here's why Hart breaks it. Look at how much fucking room he has to maneuver. This is their food. Hell yeah. He's gonna burn everything. Well, we're trying to get the senators to call back their troops, which is a modern day war crime. I actually think in the modern day, we're actually gonna commit a war crime in this. Okay, I don't think attacking supply camps is, but we will definitely be doing a war crime this chapter. Even though the game tells you not to. I think it's... oh shit, did they already do the dialogue? They might have. Fuck. Okay, so Soren has this dialogue where he's like, the senators are here. Don't kill them. Don't kill the senators. When one of them spawns, I'll be explaining why I will be killing them. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know. I was talking about war crimes earlier. At work, we were discussing war crimes. It was a rude day at work. Yeah. So, one war crime I do know is you're not supposed to intentionally kill civilians. That is a war crime. Deliberately attacking non-combatants is 100% a war crime. We will be killing the senators. Now you're probably wondering, Mr. Rousdower, because that's how you people address me. Why are we going to be killing the senators, the racist senators? Well, when one of them spawns, let's go to their inventory real quick. Yeah, they give you free shit if you kill them. They drop items. And while an Ashura icon is completely worthless, I still want it. So yes, we are killing them for profit. And that's the war crime. We just killed a non-combatant. However, I think Har would not care. He has a very low opinion of Benyon. Yeah, we're just burning supplies. It's gonna look good on Ike's resume. The reason they say not to kill them, Soren's like, don't kill senators, it's gonna hurt them in negotiations, is the reason they give. Which, you know, true. It's not gonna look good on your paper, like, when you go to negotiate with a surrendered nation, and you killed some of their leaders in cold blood in a camp. But, who gives a shit? Don't need to negotiate if they're all dead. Don't worry, we'll be killing plenty of senators this game. Not wishing to spoil anything. Yeah. I'm not sure why they include the story detail of don't kill the senators, but then, like, give you incentive to kill them? Like, I don't get it. I've always been curious about that. I wonder if they originally didn't drop items in the Japanese version and that was added in. But like, why would you add that into a release unless you want Americans killing senators? Oh, you can also release those horses. They just leave the map, but they're supposed to, like, the story reason you would do that is they would cause confusion. People would be running around the battlefield being like, oh, there's horses without riders. Here's another detail about this map that's super weird. You can visit this tent. By the way, oh, it gives you Blossom. Why the fuck would I need that? Yeah, so Blossom is a weird skill. Blossom halves the amount of experience you gain, but increases your growths of, I think, of everything. It's not worth it. In the first game, it's how they balance Soul out. So, in the first game, Thieves do not have a level up. They don't have, like, a second tier. Except for Volk, but it's story locked, so, you know, not really worth it. Well, he's worth trading up. Solth essentially gets it. That's his, like, balance. So half the experience, but he has the chance of gaining, like, a ton, like, much better stats. He doesn't. He just doesn't. Even on the file that I'm currently using, so I explained this a couple streams ago, but I'll explain it again. I accidentally deleted my original save file that I beat Path of Radiance on stream. So the only replacement files I had were a hacked file that had everybody at max stats, because I was curious how easy that run would be. Spoilers, it's really easy. But since everybody gets like a small boost if they maxed out and gain to level 20, Solth just gets to keep his stats when you transfer save files. The problem is, he doesn't... I've already explained this, but I'll just explain it again. He doesn't always get better stats than he should. Sometimes his stats are just worse. Sometimes you just gotta kill a senator. Please do not clip that out of context. I forgot what this one gives you. Oh, wait, right, a shitload of money. Fucking worth it. Holy shit, she's gonna get a kill. That's fucking rare. Yeah, I kinda like this map. It's different objective, means that it's more interesting than most maps. Time, burn stuff. You don't have to defeat boss, but you probably will, and Shade's an okay ability. Also, dark magic is in this game. That is all I have to say on that. Yeah, I gotta make them... I think they have to talk to each other for it to be leveled up. I don't know why, it's weird. Support conversations in this game are just odd, and their level ups and requirements are just something that's a mystery to me. Add level up. Actually not, I just remembered, you really don't have much you can level up at this point. Yeah, the one downside where they transferred save file, weirdly enough, is that the units are kinda too good. Which means their level ups just look shitty on paper, but are actually really good. Because their stats are already good. It's confusing. So that's probably why you don't hear me go like, ah, shitty level up. It's because, like, I already know their stats are too maxed. They also nerfed Oscar. I swear, he's not the tank he was in the first game. Which I don't even know why. Like, Oscar's not even that broken in the first game. In the first game.
He kinda is, but like his speed falls off really quickly. Oh, not my hand axe. Yeah, they added Wind Edge and Storm Sword to give
sword wielders a 1-2 range weapon. Seriously? I'm not even talking that loud. It's because I was fucking around with my hair. God, I hope not. It might be also because my mic stand actually is broken. That's not actually a joke, it is. The stand is broken, not the mic itself. Yeah, I was trying to move it, and then it just kind of snapped off. Not a fucking proud moment over here. So not like I have it sort of on the stand, but also it's resting in between like two Mountain Dew bottles to keep it like upright. I don't know where the fuck I got these 2 liters. Oh wait, no. Good. So yeah, now that we've seen some so every fight has like the battle animation that we've seen in the cutscene. Sorry, the cutscenes. I'm using what are called map, like the map versions. You're probably wondering, well, why are you using the map versions? Makes the game go faster. That's the main reason. Sometimes these maps can go on forever if every individual animation is played out. So, to counter that, we do this. I also like the way these animations look. They're very unrefined in Path of Radiance, but the ones in here definitely have more style and flavor to them. And I like that. I think it looks nice. And like I said, I think it just makes the maps go a lot faster. So we're not sitting here watching every single individual conversation. Pieces of shit. So we're not watching every single combat, even the ones where no one can fight back. Because he has those even play, and they're just kind of annoying. But like I said, I really like these over-the-top map animations. I don't know what they look like in any of the other games. Yeah, this is also a visitable one. And then there's one more. Oh, that's a useless item. Which sucks, but you know what. Yeah, I just like the way it looks. Oh, so you saw it earlier and I forgot to comment on it. Yeah, skills can trigger on... Skills and crits still trigger on doors. And I think that's very fucking hilarious. That you can crit a door. I don't know. No, it just made me... Oh, the boss is gonna attack. I love that it's mentioned on, like, TV tropes and stuff. It's like, you don't actually have to kill the boss. And it's like, yeah, you kind of do. Like, I've never played this map without killing him. And he gives you something. Shade isn't... Okay, it's okay. Shade's ability is the enemies will target you less. Its opposite is Provoke. Shannon starts with Provoke, which is just odd, because he's an archer. But, whatever. I usually keep it on him just because it's fun. It's kind of funny. Yeah, and you can just see, like, just how much ground fucking Horror can cover in just, like, a couple of turns. Like, people walk. It's more like when... How do I describe it? It's more like... So, the reason why he has it is because of his personality. He has a very provocative personality, so they gave him Provoke. It is kind of useful if you're trying to bait people into attacking your archer versus anyone else. But what it really does is... If enemies have 2 units to pick between, they'll go for Shannon first. And then they'll be less likely to go for Shannon. Is basically what it does. And we're gonna visit this house. It's not a house, but whatever. Yeah, give me free shit. And we are going to get one of the best staffs in the fucking game. What the fuck does it do? It raises the user's speed and defense. Since fucking when? Why did they buff it? I'm not complaining, I'm just confused. Oh. Is he gonna hit? No. Fucking Cars is not. Also, if he did, Ike has like 1 billion defense. That is not a joke, actually. Ike has an insane amount of defense and HP. I always talk about this game as balanced, but then I remember how many unbalanced units there actually are in this game, and it's ridiculous. Like, they definitely tried to balance this. Phrase. Cool, free shit. Yeah, I don't... The horses are just added. I think if you do both of them, you get some bonus experience, but I'm not entirely sure. Soren, I swear to God, please fucking double. You're not going to. You're sick. I'm so glad this map is over. Why? So bad. Why did you get hit, you piece of shit? There we go. Map over. Yeah. Run off, you fucking suck. What happened to all your posse? What happened to your boys? He's using an iron sword. I want you to fucking see that. Oh, the infinite walk. Yeah, about that. 2 blocks left to tops. You hear me munching on something? I got some chippies. Some chips. Renop's gonna die. Oh boy, I just realized. Unboxing videos. I got from, in case you're wondering, I had some Mission tortilla strips with no salsa. Because I do not like salsa. Also, I prefer these. Not anything. I like the salt. These chips are really salty. Really good. How can you tell? How the fuck can you tell that I'm talking with my mouth? With my mouth full. It's my stream, Glyph. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I want to talk with my mouth full. No one can see me. And our plan worked, by the way. God, these are really good. That's why I like get this. I always get like the saltiest chips I can find. Yeah, that's my criteria for salt and vinegar chips. How much salt and vinegar are per chip?
The Laguz Alliance, bolstered by the Hawks Club and by Soren's tactical genius, thunders across the river. Benyan Hell River. Emboldened by their success, they move east with amazing speed and capture the northern stronghold.
Yeah, it's captured the castle.
The Laguz Alliance has made a vital step in its march toward the Benyan capital, Cian. Benyan has now lost a valuable defensive line in the Riban River.
Because in medieval warfare,
and the
river is like a
Central Army has
defensive
been
line.
forced to retreat east, taking refuge in Castle Gagos. The morale of the Benyon soldiers is kept high by their faith in General Zelgius.
Now, if we just kill their
All
general,
Benyon
the army would
nobles
just, like,
smolder with resentment at their defeat.
crumble. Those fucking nobles, man. I hate this fucking chapter. I fucking hate it. Yeah, they would lose if they attacked head on. Well, we're trying here. Are they? They're just asking you to kill everybody. Oh, Zelgius. Why are you following their orders, huh? Alright, it's this scene. Soren, you piece of shit. Hell yeah. So now we're gonna negotiate a peace treaty. Yeah. Thinking can make fighting better? Skemir's character development is more about less, to stop being so rash. Kind of. Yeah. So they want to do a peace treaty. The Laguz are like, nah, we want to keep fighting. So we're going to divide our forces and split the Central Army in, like, I think 3. And take them out. Oh, I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, Shinon makes bows. This is where we get introduced to the silencer. Selfish man. A blue gem? Just give me money. Just giving out all the secrets. John must have gotten some character development in between games, because suddenly he's a better person. So, you know how Shinon just sold a bow at the shop? It's right there. It's also like his best weapon. It's a fucking great weapon. So you know what we're gonna do? We're going to buy it, of course. It's also not exclusive to him. I think anybody can use it. But it's a really good fucking bow. Now you might be wondering, Mr. Rousdower, in an earlier part, you said that olive grass can only be used by Laguz. You don't have any Laguz units. Why is there olive grass? Because, you know, I can read your guys' minds. It's because we get Laguz units. First, let's get some experience. If Mist does not get a fucking horse, I swear to God I'm gonna scream. I'm going to just... Fuck, this was all worthless. Shut the fuck up, Cliff. You piece of shit. It's Mr. Rousdower. Okay, she got a horse. No, wait, why did she get -1 luck? What? Okay, so that was useless. Why did she get -1 luck? Yeah, I can't believe I blew your guys' minds. Why did she get Oh, excuse me. Hopefully that was away from the mic. So now Mist has a horse. Oh. Oh, she got -1 luck because her luck was already above max. Oh, that is fucking hilarious. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Save the dump. Yeah, if you think I'm doing an ASMR stream, boy, that's never happening. I should post on Twitter all the stream ideas I've had, just for like games I want to do and different challenges. Yes, a lot of them are Fire Emblem based. There's Hard 5. I want to do. I think I mentioned this last stream. I want to do a fucking chat picks who I level up with managed experience run of Path of Radiance. Because that won't fucking backfire on me. I want to do Hector Hard. Hector Hard would be fun, but that's going to be a lot of restarts. God, there's like so many Fire Emblem things I want to fucking do. This is just going to turn into a Fire Emblem streamer only. Like, I'm trying. That's why on Mondays I play something different. Just so I just don't, just so it's not all Fire Emblem. I also feel bad if I had people who watched all of my streams that then would be sad that I didn't stream Pathologic because I promised it both times earlier this week. I think Pathologic 2 I might do on Tuesday. I'm just like thinking out loud what my schedule is. If you become a Fire Emblem streamer, I will start making fun of you and playing on easy. Some Fire Emblem games don't have easy glyph. They only have normal. And Hector Hard mode is bullshit. Yeah, I'll play easy Phoenix mode Awakening, because that's fun. Actually, I might play... If I play Awakening, I might play Phoenix mode just so I don't have to restart if I lose a unit. Just to mitigate that. You might call that being... You might call that boring. I call it... I really don't want to restart. Okay, so Mist getting that level, getting all that was good. I just realized that she will be fucking useless this map. I'm going to cry now. I'm really going to cry. I'm like super fucking gonna cry. Because Cavaliers are fucking useless. Yeah, the one map where they're useless. No, I didn't. No, wait, I needed to level up my fucking supports. Another easy victory. Yeah, but Skamir is dumb. He accepted the enemy challenge. He's gonna go one-on-one with Dezelgius. Nah, I gotta start playing different games. I got a whole lineup of stuff I want to play. I still need to decide what day of the week I want to play bad games. Cause I got some ideas. I put bad in air quotes because like the first game I will play it like as a bad game I actually have fondness for. There's a lot I gotta do. Yeah, why would I not bring horror? And I'm not gonna bring any of my goddamn... Wait a minute, hold on. How many people have max HP already? Ike, Oscar, Shinon, Gatry, Mia, Ilya, Braum. Oh my god. Yeah, we gotta return to base real quick. What? Okay, I can level them up. That better have been the sound effect. What the fuck can I give Heather? Oh. Why did I save again? I didn't need to save. Look, sometimes easy mode is fun. Sometimes it's like Radiant Dawn, where you forgot they added a bunch of shit. I'm still bitter. Yeah, Mist is useless. I'm almost considering just not bringing her, even though I just spent all that experience leveling her up, but I should be fine. Okay, this is another level that horror kind of breaks. Mostly because it has this weird terrain. We're scaling a mountain. Turns out when you can scale a mountain, it's... Oh, fuck, I didn't want to conserve. Who is Hector and why is he hard? So... Where do I go? The first Fire Emblem game released in the West is Fire Emblem and the Blazing Seal, I think is its official title. Blazing Sword is Roy's game. It has 3 modes. There's the tutorial, which I will have to do. Of course I have to do it. Yeah, there's the tutorial, which is fun, actually. I like the tutorial. Where you play as Lyn. Tutorial mode, I've called it Lyn mode sometimes, because that's who you play as. So there's Lyn mode. The first run of the game after that is Ellawood's mode. So it's kind of the main mode. But if you beat Ellawood's mode, you unlock his hard mode, but you also unlock Hector mode, where Hector's your main mode. It's got some extra maps. It's more difficult. Its normal mode is a lot more difficult. However, if you beat Hector normal, you unlock Hector hard mode. And Hector hard mode is fucking bullshit. I think it's like one of the hardest modes, if I remember correctly. Someone can correct me on that. It's one of the few modes I haven't. So there's only like... Oh, good. So I've played a ton of Fire Emblem, and I've beaten a ton of the games. I have not beaten very many of them on their hardest difficulties, because I'm not that good. I really am not. But Hector hard mode's a challenge. It's not as bad as Hard 5, which I still have nightmares about. But it's just more difficult. I think one of my favorite ways to describe how difficult it is Hector's very first map, no matter what mode, is its healing items are restricted to 1 healing item you can steal. That's it. There's 1 healing item. And you have to beat an entire map like that, with 2 units. I have, because I've actually beaten Hector normal mode. What kind of balances it out, in my opinion, is eventually... So you'll have extra experience because you'll be going to extra levels, and that's kind of what ends up balancing it out. It also was a fun defend map, if I remember correctly. I think that's exclusive to Hector mode. And I love defend maps. There is one coming up. It's actually the map right after this. I hate this map. And I hate the map after the 2 maps from now I hate. But the map in between is actually one of my favorite maps. And that's not a joke. I fucking love the map that's coming up. I also believe I have a slightly controversial opinion because there's a map that I think a lot of people do not like, but also is one of my favorite maps. It's a map way later in Part 3. So that's Hector Hardin summed up in like 80 billion words. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of the harder modes, which is really weird because Hector is actually a more broken unit than Eliwood is. I actually think that game is really weird in the fact that like Eliwood just ends up being like kind of boring as a unit. Like, he's not bad, he's just like not super interesting. But Lyn gets like insane crits, and like her speed is off the chart, and Hector's a walking tank. Is a walking tank. Like, level him up properly, that dude just does not take damage except for mages. So how is Lyn like way more popular?
Okay, the short version is she's a female. People like pretty girls. I think it would be the short version.
I think the long version might just be that... Wait, you don't know who Hector is? I thought Hector was a super popular character, too. I think the long version is just Eliwood isn't very interesting to talk about without massive spoilers. Eliwood. Yeah, he's not super interesting compared to his other leads. I think that's kind of what it just turns out to be. Lyn is remembered because she's a fun unit. I think people like pretty girls. You have to play her tutorial the first time you play the game, so everybody remembers that section for good or for bad, depending on your opinions of it. And I think just Hector kind of became a meme, just like, haha, I'm Hector, I don't get hit. That's like a kind of a meme, I guess. And I think Eliwood just is smack dab in the middle, where like, no one really remembers him. Like I said, his stats aren't really super impressive. They're not bad, but they're not, like, memorable. Wow, that green unit doubled? What the fuck? Also, that other green unit went right for my healer. Wait, are the green units smart? They're making up for the fact that they were... Actually, the green units were being smart like, 2 maps ago, too. Yeah. I don't know. Fire Emblem is kind of weird. I think the older Fire Emblem games, there are characters that I think are popular based on, like, appearance, but I think a lot of them got popular based on usefulness. Because, like, there are a lot of characters I remember, not because, like, oh, man, their personalities are so good. But, like, Sacred Stones, one of my favorite characters is Cormag. Cormag's got a pretty cool character. He's got some cool stuff to him. But I remember him mostly because I used him a lot. He's a really good Draco Knight. And he's kind of broken. Not super broken. Or like, I remember Ross from that same game, mostly because his stats end up being really, really good. Or, who else? No, I actually remember Joshua thanks to his personality and his story relevance. But I think in the older games, that's kind of how a lot of people saw those characters, where it's like, their usefulness in combat is what made them memorable. And so, you got Eliwood. I think it's Eliwood. I don't know, I'll call him Eliwood. Who really isn't useful in battle. And I think just because of that. Even his son, Roy is his kid. No spoilers, but who is? That game's fucking old. Also, of course it fucking is his kid. And his kid, I think, is more remembered, simply because he's in Smash Brothers, and Roy being such a terrible unit is also a fucking meme. And one of the reasons why that game fucking sucks. Roy's game is a fucking mess. There's a lot to it. Mostly poorly balanced units. Wow, these ballistas are kind of running out. Alright, time to make a decision. My decision is actually, I'm gonna get rid of these fuckers. Wow, 4 hit. But, yeah, there's not much to this map. I think it's just kind of boring because if you have Har, and yeah, okay, I don't have to use Har as much as I do. You could make that argument. But this map is a lot less painful with Har. If you don't have him, it just takes a while, especially if you have trained up a lot of your Cavalier units. Because they can't go up those ramps, or these things. The ledges. No, I don't know why. And yeah, it's kind of annoying. So this map kind of becomes a much larger slog if you don't have it. I just think it's laid out weird, and I do not, personal opinion, I do not like maps with ballistas. I think they're just annoying, and because they don't miss, they have a tendency to not miss, so you're basically just taking damage. It just missed, of course, to prove my point incorrect. I don't really like that. I don't think that's a lot of fun. I don't even really like it when you have them, because they work on defend maps, I think, just because you're defending something. But enemy ballistas are just kind of annoying. Like, what is it annoying? The enemy gets an unfair advantage. They don't, actually. Unless it's like a killer ballista, which, like, I think one map in all of Radiant Dawn has, and I've already passed it. They're, like, really not that important. Okay, we can just do this. I can give you a kill. They changed how Laguz units sort of worked to try to make them more useful. They are not more useful. Okay, they're more useful in the fact that, like, they're actually usable now. But unless you constantly stock up on olive grass, they're just not worth it. But you'll see me give Renoff olive grass and Laguz stones because you have to use them. There are many levels where the game, at this point, where the game will force you to use them. That's just annoying, but we will get through it. It's not too bad because he's actually a pretty decent unit. He's probably up there as one of the better Laguz units. God, you can almost kill that. That's actually nice. Like, total. But, like, I have 3 Cavaliers, and they're pretty good units, but they're just gonna be sitting there for a while in the last stretch of the map. Man, imagine if I had more flyers. This map would be even more boring. This map also has a unique thing with Ike and Renoff have to arrive together. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's an interesting objective. It's something new, it's something different. This does mean you have to sort of bring a Laguz unit all the way to the end of the map, which again, their transformation is limited, so that's always fun. I don't really have much to say. I just want to get to the next map, and then the map after, where we will have a lot to say. Between fun facts and me complaining about shit. Even though this last time it actually went pretty good. My last run of it actually went much better than it. Oh, dude, he's gonna help. He's not gonna double though. He's a fucking tiger. Right now we're just clearing out enemies, we're just trying to get everybody close to the top as we possibly can. And I get, does that ballista even have anything? Okay, but I'm still gonna get rid of him because he's an annoying archer. Archers are just annoying. The ledge mechanic is something I have not explained. I'll explain it more next chapter because it's gonna actually come up next chapter a lot and explain my movements there. like why I'm doing certain things, or like why I'm using a unit that might suck, but I'm putting them somewhere. The ledge mechanic definitely is more important. But right now, it's really not that important. Yeah, he comes with Olive Grass, he comes with this thing, which... Okay, so when everybody levels up to their 3rd tier, they gain a exclusive special skill to their class. Lagoos don't have a tier up, they can just go to level 30, and when they hit level 30, they can use their... hit 25, I think. They use that item, and they get their special skill, which is like Rip or Tear, I don't fucking remember what it is. It's some bullshit like that. You're a fucking sturdy. Oh wait, you're a fucking general. Of course you are. All of the 2nd tier ones are kind of boring. Or the 3rd tier stuff is kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. It's all kind of the same. Like, stun is just a critical hit, but it stuns the enemy. Astra is like multiple attacks, but they have a high... It's like 6 or 7 attacks at like half strength, but they have high crits. There's some other ones. Ike's is Ether, and that is basically the same thing as Soul. They both are just a fucking heal move that doubles as a crit. Impale is another one. I forgot what it does. Oh, it's based on defense, I think. I think it deals damage in comparison to how much defense the enemy has versus your defense or something. Or it's an attack that negates defense. I don't know. I want to get Ike. I want Ike to get the kills at the top. That's why I'm moving everybody like this. Well, I can't heal the Lagoos unit like I had planned. Oh, wait, Steel Blade does more damage. So yeah, that's this map. I need to get him to level 20. So, despite Ike already having pretty good max stats and everything, I still do need to get him to level 20 to get maximum efficiency in that level up. So, when a person has max stats, so when a character levels up, they essentially roll for stats, is how that works. Every stat has a percentile chance that it will level up. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, when you have max stats, it will make it more likely that others... Okay, it actually doesn't. I don't think it does. But it feels like it gives you more of a chance to get other stats. And really, like right now, his strength, his defense, and his skill are all max. These aren't super important. Ike naturally gets these very high, same with his HP. What I really am looking for would be his res and his speed in these last 2 levels ups. Those are extremely important. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm trying to maximize the amount of chances he has to get level ups and stats he does not have a high percentile chance of getting. That's kind of what is going on. Fuck are using a flaming sword. It didn't show up this time, but when he's fighting Ranulf earlier in the game, that other cutscene, I swear on the GameCube, or on the Wii, I mean, he will walk for like a full 2 minutes. Like, I swear there's like a weird glitch you can sometimes get where he just keeps walking. Yep, he beat him in single combat, so the Lagoos Alliance is defeated. Cool. So the war's over. The Furry-Human war is over. And we're on chapter, like, 4 of, I think, 10 or 12. I can't remember how many Part 3 has. Now, you might be wondering, what the fuck is the rest of this? And oh boy, does Part 3 go on some goddamn turns. He's getting stabbed. Well, Zelgius was told to end the combat as quickly as possible. Because Zelgius doesn't want to wipe out the Laguz. He just wants to end the war. He thinks it's trivial. And I'll explain all that, like why he would say that later. Like once we've gotten some spoilers. Oh, I love this castle. It's so good. I'm getting actually happy and excited for what's coming up next. So, we're gonna retreat. We have a 3-day... They're allowed 3 days to retreat. And there's gonna be like a peace talk. And Zelgius mentions something like, the best chance you had for a favorable negotiation on your guys' side is when you cross the river. I like that. I like that line. Hey, Grayson. Oh yeah, the Apostle's kind of missing right now. We're bringing that up. So, that's interesting. Even the Apostle's, like, Holy Guard are not even meeting with her. That's odd. So yeah, the war's over, and we're only on Chapter 5. This game's pacing is fucking whack. It goes really fast.
General Zelgius's plan succeeds in breaking the morale and
I think it kind of works.
Forces. Skrymir
Sorta.
accepts a challenge to single combat with Zelgius and barely escapes with his life.
Is kind of right.
His defeat
Sorta.
sends a wave of doubt and fear through the Laguz alliance.
I'd have to spoil a lot. I
Ranulf,
don't feel like doing
knowing
that.
the situation has turned against them.
I know, like, whoever's going to be walking into this stream
And
will
the
most
beast
likely already have
tribes
played
use
this
the
game.
3 days offered by Zelgius
Some kind of holy retribution. They've lost their way. Has probably already played this, so like everybody already knows the spoilers. But just in case someone walks into this or wants to watch this stream and doesn't know, I'd like to try to keep spoilers to a minimum. Even though I've spoiled so many things, I think if I rewatch all of my streams, I've spoiled so many like fun stuff that's gonna happen later. But I love this fucking dude. He just simps for Zelgius. That's like his entire purpose. I spoiled Dune? You spoiled Dune. Yeah, now the senators are all pissed. They're like, man, this dude won the battle with killing one person. Now this other guy's just like, what if I go kill all these retreating enemies? Like a prick. I'm looking over on Twitch, and it's still just full of people playing Elden Ring. Come on, guys. I heard the PC version runs like shit. He's gonna wait for the barn. He's gonna join the mercenaries. So yeah, Ike mentions here they're not on the payroll of the Laguz Alliance anymore. Spoilers. They will keep helping the Laguz Alliance retreat. God, I love horror. Though those shoulder pads are a bit much, though. I also think his role in this game is so funny because, like, he's just he just runs like a delivery company, and he just accidentally stumbles into the fucking civil war in Crimea, and then like he just decides to because he hates Benyon so much, he joins Ike. I think is the reason. And, like, he's wondering about where Jill is. Ooh, Har and Jill. You know, Ike isn't very mercenary. I think another reason is that Benyon has just, the Benyon senators have just marked Ike for death. He gets paid. He'll get paid later. Man, I keep talking about how Micaiah is, like, fucked up for grooming her husband, but, like, Har and Jill is a thing. And Har is probably twice Jill's age. He really hates Benyon, even though he's originally from Benyon. I forgot what I get from this. Corrosion is useless. I'm not gonna lie, it's like the most useless skill. Who am I leveling up? That's actually a very good question right now, because there's a lot of good choices. And it's gonna be Mia. Mia will become a True Blade. That's her 3rd tier. True Blades are actually pretty good. Not the worst, not the best, but they're pretty good. I mean, Ike being a really bad mercenary and just wants to fight to help people might actually explain why they're constantly poor. That's a mentioned plot point in early on where Mist is like, man, we're a bunch of poor mercenaries. It's like, but you guys are world famous. How the hell do you not have more contracts coming in day out? Ooh, that voodoo would have been really nice. Do I have anything I can sell? I can sell the Ashura icon. It's fucking worthless. Luck is just not very useful. Oh, that's not dropping frames. That's literally how it's loading on my screen, too. It does that. I don't know. I did that on the Wii, too. Can't sell that. Wow, Hammer Time is only 900. Okay. If I had a nickel for... That's like every fucking JRPG. Yeah, where are all the JRPGs where, Oh wait, I need you to keep that off. Where's all the JRPGs with all the rich mercenaries? I think everyone's still good. I mentioned that money's a lot tighter in this game, but, like, for the most part, I think weapons gained durability, or, like, 1 or 2 big shopping sprees, and you're usually set for, like, the whole game, for, like, a while. So, is everybody ready for one of my favorite levels? I am. I fucking love this level. And it's also a level you can beat in 2 turns. I'm not going to, because I don't want to. Because I want the level to, like, play out. It's a defend mission with choke points! I'm actually, like, having a big old grin on my face. I fucking love this level. Yeah, and Benyan's just gonna kill them. And then Ike's like, well, fuck it, we'll just kill them back. Oh, it's so good. I also cannot use any of these units. Good, I wasn't going to. I don't want to use Racing. I don't really do want to, so we're not going to. It's a defend chapter. It's gonna be so much fun. It really isn't. Actually, it is. I fucking, like I said, I love this chapter. Okay, what do I want to do? Because I gotta make sure all my choke points are done. Good. You guys are gonna be over here. Yeah, Ilya, you need to be, like, way over there. Mist, where the fuck are you? Sorry, Mia, you might actually take a bit to actually get to where you need to be. Har, I straight up do not need to know where you are, because you'll just be, like, my solution to when I get sort of bored of this map. That sounds really bad, but it's actually not. It sounds worse than it is. But... God, I have so many fucking options right now. Alright. And I probably will not move Ike. So here's why I love this map. You have all these fucking places to defend. We're gonna do this, just to make sure I've covered all my bases. So basically you can just place people and just sit back and defend for the 10 turns. And I love that. Fucking love it! They give you just enough points to defend. And the castle looks so cool. And you get ballistas. And there's, like, a lot of enemies, so, like, you actually have to plan. It's fucking great. I love it. Even though I'm just gonna cheese it by, like, all of my choke points are just gonna be sealed off because, like, I have enough units to do that that are good. So the ledge mechanic, we're gonna be talking about that. Now, you might be thinking, the Rouse Down. You have some pretty garbage units that you brought on this map. Why did you do that? Haha. What? Well, that's because of the ledge mechanic. So basically what happens is if a unit attacks from... What do you mean what's with all the subpar units? I have great units. Come on, man. You gotta get down there somehow. What the fuck is with this movement? So, the ledge mechanic was introduced in this game, and it's kind of stupid. I think the best way to describe it... Yeah, kinda. So... Yeah, it's actually useless. So... I played Smash Bros. Before. So... You can place someone at the bottom or the top of the ledge. If you're attacking from the top, you get a higher % chance of hitting. If you attack from the bottom of a ledge, you're basically gonna miss. I don't get why the ledge mechanic exists. It's really weird. It doesn't play into many levels as far as I can remember, just like a few. But, you know, whatever. It's all chill. It's all kosher. Yeah, so this is also one of those maps that I can defeat, that I can basically just send Har out, and in 2 turns I can beat the whole thing. I'm not going to because I want to get some experience for everybody. And you might be asking, well, Ilya fucking sucks. Why the hell do you have her? And that's because of the ledge mechanic. She'll survive because of the ledge mechanic. Like, now that I've said that, she's definitely going to die. But the only reason I would even risk that is because of the ledge mechanic, which will also give her some experience, which she does not need, and it will be fucking useless. And this will still not kill anything. Oh my God. I think the ledge mechanic exists because they had maps like these in mind where they wanted more choke point sort of things, but it feels more like a gimmick. It feels much like they needed to add something to terrain combat, and this is all they could really think of. It sort of works.
Kinda. I don't know. I don't really notice it on a level like this. Oh, I'm purple. Yeah, I have a soft spot for these kind of levels because
I don't know, I find them fun. Yeah, and see, 100% hit. And she'll gain a ton of experience because she's a fucking guard. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, is that the game we're playing? Heather can't do shit because she's a guard. I forgot she did that. But yeah. This level might see. Okay, so like here's the disadvantage of why I love this level. This is the big problem. Boy, you guys are just gonna be watching a lot of just me steamrolling enemies. That is gonna be like the entire level for like 5 turns until I just get bored. Hell yeah. But this is a good way to level up. I think my favorite types of defend maps, the one we will get way later I like because it definitely involves moving your units more. There are choke points, but you have to manage allied units. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if you've played this game before, you probably know what map I'm talking about. And are probably confused to why I like it so much. God, Gage, you do not need any more defense. Yeah, we'll just let you do that, and then I really need to sub you out, because you can't do shit with it. Probably not, you probably couldn't do shit with anything else, because, oh, actually, maybe. Your stats are garbage. Yeah, I don't know why he says Lagoos instead of subhumans. I really don't. Yeah, sometimes they have people say Lagoos, but sometimes they have them say subhuman, and I don't quite get it. You'd think all of the racist characters should just say, look, subhuman. Ooh. Subhuman's a song? Yeah, they're all referencing a song. The song Bad Human exists in Tellius, and it's so bad. No, you're thinking about those Marvel comic characters they've been trying to make a movie about. What was that? Oh, it's V's song. Was it V's? The one that they accused of it being plagiarized or something? Oscar might die. Holy fuck. Those guys were not smart. Oscar, please don't die. Oh no. I just talked about how good this level is, Oscar. Please don't die on me. Please don't fucking die. Oh, he has to dodge 2 more attacks. Oh god, he's gonna fucking... Hey, does anyone like resets? I don't know. I talked all that good shit. That was Dante's theme? Please dodge. Oh my god. I thought it was V's theme everybody hated from 5. I guess I was wrong. Yeah, okay. Okay, I didn't have to reset. God, like, I want to stream more Isaac. I streamed it like 3 times, I think. One of them was not archived. Oh, because it was a really bad stream. It was really bad. But, okay, Oscar, I should have healed you. But, like, I like playing Isaac and I like streaming it, but, like, I don't know what to say when I play Isaac streamed. Because, like, a lot of the stuff I do, I just sort of know what I'm doing, and it's like, I'm doing this. Can't really explain why I'm doing this. Flash Isaac might be fun, because I didn't play Flash Isaac. I've only played, Rebirth. And its DLCs. Which are a lot of fun. Nah, I gotta get into that. It's like a lot of roguelikes. Like, I really like playing roguelikes. I'm not very good at them. Like, despite having 80 hours, I still have not finished a single run of Enter the Gungeon. Just to give you, like, a skill level. Yeah, I haven't played Flash. Is Flash Isaac... It's still up on Steam, right? It's just the Binding... It's just called The Binding of Isaac. God, I don't want to sink more hours into that game. Especially since I'd have to re-unlock everything. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Re-unlocking all the fucking items I had. Hey, remember when this was a Fire Emblem stream and I was talking about Fire Emblem? This map is good. Choke points. Some other words. God, like, part of me is like happy that I'm playing on easy just because, like, okay, I can finally show off levels, I can finally talk about cool story stuff. But also part of me is just like, I don't have anything to say because easy is way too easy in this. $5, huh? Okay, but do I want to spend $5 on a game on an unpolished version of a game I already own? Like, let's think about this. Yeah, Ike's gonna definitely hit 20 very quickly. I didn't mean for this to happen, it just does. And then Ike is dead. That guy is dead, I didn't mean to say Ike. Yeah, there's a lot of roguelikes I would love to stream, but like, a lot of the times when I play roguelikes, like, I have no fucking clue what to say. Like, I've played so much, like, I play a lot of Spire. Or at least I used to. I sort of slowed down. But like a lot of times when I'm dealing up with a hand, like or I do a good hand, like I don't really explain. I don't like know how to explain what the fuck I'm doing. It's like, yeah, this is poison. It's like that's as far as I get. Or it's like I picked these cards because I think they look cool. That's not actually why I picked cards, but it's like. My strategies in a lot of roguelikes are just like the most boring fucking strategies in video game history. It's like, oh, I like damage? And you're like, yeah, well, what else do you like to get? Like, my Isaac builds that I prefer are just like all damage. Kind of. I hate quad shot. Now I'm just gonna talk about Isaac. I fucking hate quad shot now. And they nerfed 2020, and that just annoys the shit out of me. Like, come on. Why the fuck did you have to nerf it? It wasn't even, like, that broken. Yeah, but that's still a nerf, okay? Yeah, but it... Okay, I guess you're right. I also don't seem to get 2020 much. I swear I used to get it a lot more, but since they nerfed it, I swear that I haven't gotten it as much as I used to. No, the Wiz is the worst fucking item. I fucking hate the Wiz. If I see it, I will not get it. Like, I will just skip that room. Why does it give spectral tears now? And I don't care! It's still a bad item! To buff it. Yeah, well, it definitely needed it. Ilya, please dodge. Oh god, she could get doubled. That is a nice lot. Hello, welcome to the Binding of Isaac stream that I'm apparently having. I'm sorry if you walked in and expected, like, fucking colored commentary on the game I'm actually playing. You know, normally I go off topic, but at least it's for, like, other Fire Emblem games. Well, I can stream Fire Emblem ROM hacks. I don't know shit about those. That might be fun, just to watch me fucking, like, bumble my way through them. There are a lot, too, since the GBA games are heavily, hackable. It's like how there's a lot of GBA Pokemon ROMs. It's because that, like, the fucking software to make that shit has been available for, like, ever. Oh, but that's illegal, you might say. Well, sometimes you gotta be illegal. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, chat, but do you actually think I'm playing this on an actual Wii? I actually own this game. Like, I own it. Like, that's not a joke. I actually do own a physical copy of this game somewhere. Yes, I made a digital copy. And I'm gonna teach you how to make digital copies. So you too can stream Fire Emblem Path of Radiance or Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn without paying the fucking $80 it costs now to get a physical copy of this game. That's not a joke. This game is like $80 now. Which means I, like, just have money sitting in my house. Or my parents' house. But I'm not gonna sell it, because these games have fucking sentimental value. Yeah, I think I told this fun fact last time I streamed, but, I own a physical copy of every single Fire Emblem game that's come out in the West. Now, where those physical copies are, I do not know. A Shadow Dragon box, I think, is actually right behind me. It's in my fucking, my closet. I don't know where my Echoes game box is. I think it's also behind me. Echoes. I really wish you were better. And everything else is somewhere in my parents' house, including the GBA stuff. I don't have boxes for those. I bought all those used. Yeah, it's really funny to watch all these prices go up when it's like, man, I bought my fucking Path of Radiance copy for like 20 bucks. No, 15, I think. Yeah, it was 15 when I bought it. And it's like, haha, you guys have to pay like 50 to enjoy the physical copy of this game. Which Nintendo should fucking just re-release these games. Like, put them both as one collection, update the graphics a little bit. Like, come on, Nintendo. Unless you're saving that for, like, that Nintendo, the fucking Season Pass bundle thing for that weird subscription service you have. Which I kind of hate. Controversial opinions. I hate the fucking Season Pass, let you play the emulator bullshit that Nintendo has. I think it's cool, like, you're allowing people who don't know how to emulate to play these games. You could just learn how to emulate. Yes, I am advocating on stream to pirate games that are old. But, like, there are so many classic games that, like, it'd be impossible to put them all on there. So this is why I recommend you buy a Steam Deck. It's going right to a Steam Deck promo. Because I've heard apparently that comes, like, installed with emulators. Oh, that doesn't give a heal. That sucks. Okay, I don't know if it comes installed with emulators or it's just easy to put emulators on there, but I did read something like that. So I'm advocating piracy. Steam Deck comes with, like one click away from, like, half a deck. That is fucking hilarious. So I did read that correctly. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe I'm advocating piracy, but I'm also not, because I've been pirating for, like, as long as I can remember. Good, dev mode all over again. I think my favorite thing about the Xbox dev mode is that it was a bug that they just said, they, like, just basically turned it into a feature. They're like, we'll just let people fuck around with that shit. Like, that's how more devs should fucking care about stuff. My big question would be, was it on there on purpose, or, like, did the people making the Steam Deck put that stuff on there on purpose? Or was it a case of somebody was testing out if the software could do this? Like, okay, could it run emulators? And they found out, okay, it can run emulators. And then no one decided to, like, remove that from its software kit, so it just got installed on everything. I mean, we'll never know unless someone says something, but, like, I just wonder, because, like, if it is on purpose, that definitely seems illegal. I don't know if it is, but it feels like it. Emulator? Oh! Yeah, emulators are legal, but ROMs aren't. Is that how it is? I think that's how it is. An emulator is legal, but I think owning this massive bong. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I think, yeah, emulators are legal. Why is Rolf doing so well up there? Like, he's just fucking killing everybody. Yeah, this map's a little boring to watch, but I love it. I love just, like, placing my units in defensible positions and just watching them Like, just defend the map. I'm weird. Fucking sue me. The next map's going to suck. I played this kind of how I think the best types of defense maps should be played, where you start out just defending your position and then you slowly start leaving your base to start actually assaulting the enemy. Now, a good defense map would keep forcing you back in and constantly, like, fucking with you, which is where my favorite defense map does. This map doesn't quite do that. I think the reinforcements are too sparse for it to be, like, for them to keep pestering you, which is its downfall. It's one of its only downfalls of this map, is that you can quickly defeat the reinforcements faster than they can put them up. Like, 3 fucking dudes. Like, come on, I'm about to end this goddamn map. The reinforcements need to be bigger, faster, stronger, or more. Okay, Ike's level 20. Fuck. Yeah, fuck. I don't really have much else to say about that. Except fuck. Normally he gets to level 20 pretty quickly. He's not the one you have to worry about getting to level 20 before their evolution. It's Makaya. Which, ooh boy, guess who we're controlling next. If Ilya turns into a Thunder Sage, I might just laugh. I don't actually think I have enough time to level her up another twice. Because I'm just gonna finish it. Hey, boss man. This dude's like, numbers are everything. Stop laughing at me. I think he also gives you something. Like, he has a drop. Imagine assaulting, like, a 5-man group. And you just, oh my god, Har is, oh, okay, I gotta stop using Har. I really do. Oh, he didn't have a drop. He's getting a little over-leveled. Oh, he's gonna hit max level soon. No, I don't want him to. Yeah, I didn't save the fighting. Yeah, that's not good. Some of the forces just disobeyed orders. Sig run. We actually get to use her this run. Holy shit, how much time has passed? I just checked my streaming time. Holy... This happens every time I stream Fire Emblem. It just, like, fucking soars by. Where's, like, a good stopping point is my big problem. Like, I'm not doing all of Part 3. The Senate wants you to stop the ceasefire and kill all of the Lagoos. But they've lost their... Uh-oh. Lord Sephirin of Paris has been stripped of all of his titles. He's under house arrest? What a twist! And the Apostle has gone into seclusion because of illness. Yep, the Senate basically kidnapped their opposition. So that's why the Apostle and this, why the Senate's been running the show. Oh, but why are we back in Dane? Fuck off, Peleus. Go away. It's... I didn't kill enough senators. Glyph, I think by the end of this game, we kill every senator. Man, this chapter's gonna suck. Do I wanna end? Yes, we're gonna end on a bad chapter. I think we might end it after here, unless I don't. I like how I only do like 2-hour streams for everything else, and then it's Fire Emblem. I'm like, I could do 5 hours. It's mostly that I just need to eat. What? The Daean army is going to help Benyon to fight the Laguz Alliance? What a twist! I say that like I care. Or like I don't know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. I know the
During
secrets.
the war between the Laguz Alliance and Benyon,
So the Laguz Alliance officially has lost the
remaining
war.
countries on Tellius, Dain, Crimea.
Actually, there's another country on Tellius beyond the mountains to the, like, way north, but, like, it never gets mentioned.
In Dain, the
Now
war for
Dain's in the war.
independence is over, and Prince Pelias has been crowned king. Dain is now free from Benyon's rule, and is once
Yeah, they
again
fought Benyon.
universally
This is all super
recognized
weird.
as a sovereign nation. Micaiah decides to honor the promise she had made.
Micaiah is
and
Grand
continue
General of
as
the army.
General of Dain's armies until the country stabilizes. Most of her companions remain by her side,
Restoring her
helping to
beloved
restore
country.
their beloved country. It is
Man,
their
Dain
hope
kinda
that
sucks as a
Dain will
country.
recover soon, both politically and socially. Focused as
Just
they are,
not gonna lie.
they realize that they can spare no time on outside
He's a
concerns,
fucking shit
including
country.
the current war in Benyon. However, King Pelias has a mysterious change of heart, and
See,
orders
like, part of
Micaiah
me's
into the
like,
war on
They
Benyon.
wouldn't side with Benyon, but also, like, Dain is very anti-Laguz. So, like, I sorta get it. So they've set up camp on the other side of the river to sort of cut the army off at the pass. But why? Yeah, Dain also fucking sucks. Like, their army barely exists. Wow, Jesus Christ. You know, Micaiah, you could just, like, say no. No, Salt's not gonna leave her side. Fucking simp. Boy, we have a lot of pointless conversations coming up. Yeah, so we get Micaiah's units again. Oh boy. Look at those stats. Oh, look, these two units fucking suck. So does everybody, kind of. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we switch armies a lot, and that's not necessarily going to be a great thing. Good thing my Sulth is fucking broken. Jesus Christ. He might actually be good this run. Falhoop, no. Can I get rid of Wildheart now? Oh, it just cuts experience points? I thought it actually affected his transformation. Laura, we're leveling you up, and that should be good. I want to. I think it'd be funny. Also, having a bishop would be a lot easier than having just a healer running around. I don't have to protect you as much. I say that while you have 3 defense. 3 defense. Oh my god, you know who else had 3 defense, but when she evolved? Micaiah. Oh, you both have 6. Can I give? Should I just level it? No. We're gonna give it to Micaiah. Micaiah has a lot of chapters to reach level 20, and does not actually have a lot of chapters to reach level 20 before her evolution. Edward is a level 6 sword master, and he already has max strength for his 2nd tier. What the fuck?
What kind of world do I live in? These conversations, I believe, were added in the Western release because the Dawn Brigade is that shitty, and they definitely need the buffed items. Yeah, I'm not using Master Crowns.
Master Crowns are like Master Seals. Master Seals at level 10 or higher will evolve you to tier 2. Master Crowns, tier 3. I'm surprised Jill doesn't just fucking ditch the army. Jill gets a Brave Axe, which is like Har's signature weapon. Edward gets, so we get the 3 Dayan National Treasures. What's best for Dayan? It's not what's best for Dayan, my friend. Yeah. From what I read, apparently this level was just too difficult. And it kinda is, even with all of this shit. So they added these weapons. That's what I read. I'm probably wrong. I'm not gonna use them in this level because I'll actually be able to survive. It'd be really funny if none of these had hits. Like, they just didn't have, like, the number of hits. They were just infinite. Because then this game would be fucking easy as shit. Okay, what the fuck are we doing? Yeah, I'm not gonna use these. If I was on a harder difficulty, yes, I'd definitely be using them. Because I would definitely be needing them. You can bench the hammer for now. Actually, you can keep that, though. So we have some interesting shit to do. We actually don't yet. Oh, bro, there's a lot of good shit here. The Beast Killer, most definitely, we need on Soul. And then from there, I'm just gonna get all the cool silver shit. Nope, not getting the fucking Storm Sword. It's fucking useless. He's not gonna use it. Oh my god, he is. Silver Axe for Millard. Putting that in the convoy. Yeah, might as well do the Short Axe and the fucking... Oh, I should have bought Psychic. I'm a dumbass. But I will need Light, since Laura can actually fight now. Do I even have, like, anything to sell? Besides the Ashura icon? I have the Reaper card. I don't really need those. Reaper cards are not useful, in my opinion. Does anyone even really, like, need shit? Like, I was just kind of handing stuff out because I thought it'd be cool. Does, like, anyone really, like, need equipment? Like, I think we're strangely good. Any supports that can increase? Oh, you guys can. Yay! They're gonna get their A support. Who fucking cares? I actually think they have an ending. I think. I don't actually remember. A reason to fight. They don't have a reason, though. This level fucking sucks. Because the enemy is fucking strong. And it's all Laguz units. The fun has just begun. Torches? Ah, shit. Would be an ambush. They're cutting us off at the pass. I actually have an interesting fact about this level. So, this level's boss is Leaf. Leaf's a unit that you use in Ike's side. If, for some reason, Leaf is dead, the game actually is programmed for that and has a different unit be there. I think that's kind of interesting. However, most people don't see it because, of course they don't. Like, everyone restarts. Instead of a route, this is literally like a kill X amount of units chapter. So to do that, we're going to sort of funnel people into... And I do not want to converse. We're going to funnel people mostly into choke points and then finish them off. That's kind of how we're going to be doing this chapter. You might notice I have a few allied units. I'm probably... Yeah, I'm just going to make them get speed, you piece of shit. No, now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. He didn't get speed. Nolan, why can't you double a tiger? Nolan, why can't you double a tiger? That's not good. Can you one-shot? Not quite. Stop proving me wrong. Yeah. So we're just gonna funnel people into sort of choke points and just sort of block them off into an attempt to. We're just gonna keep them. Do not want to wait with you. That's not good. This is to make sure I get all the sweet experience. Yeah. So this map is not gonna have a lot of interesting stuff other than just me fucking around. This is also the map where Volug, the wolf guy, really falls off. Whether we're funneling people into choke points of death fails. I'm just cutting them off with the pass. I don't think I'm committing war crimes. Not today. Okay, basically if they can run away, you're in the clear. Whew. Wait, they can't run away. Shit. So, yeah, that's this map, basically, in a nutshell. I don't have really much to say, because this map kind of doesn't have much to say about it. It's just annoying. Yeah, the Laguz units are much stronger than what you were facing in Part 1. If your units aren't trained up enough, you're kind of fucked. Surrender first? No, they gotta kill all of them. They're under orders. To wipe out the Laguz. I thought it made it worse. Yeah, it makes it worse too. But yeah, so normally what this map's biggest problem is, like I said, the Laguz units are way stronger than anything you fought back in Part 1. The Dawn Brigade units are kinda shitty. They're not the best units. And while you do have Zahark and you do have Jill, who definitely make this a lot easier, the Laguz units will sometimes just fucking tear through your shit. Which, he can actually go in front of it. If she goes here. And she can almost get a kill. Holy shit. So, a lot of times, you'll just be fucked. A lot of times when I play this map, this is literally what I will do. I will just I will try to, like, keep everyone bunched up. Despite Aaron being a pretty crappy unit, he's actually really good in this map. For one reason. His high fucking defense. Because of that, if you've leveled him up, he actually becomes a very good tank, and you can, like, plink away at defenses from behind him. But, like, Edward's defense is fucking abysmal, so he's no good against the Tigers. Nolan is... Oh my god, get fucking... Nolan's stats just aren't that great. I mean, they're good. They could be better. Jill and Zahark actually do fall behind unless you have a transfer save file like I do. So you're basically screwed. You're kind of just fucked in this map. Volug fucking sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, Zahark, you're going fucking hard mode for some reason. Volug just really falls off because half shifting is just not as good. And because he's not permanently half shifted, he just becomes more of a liability than anything else. And annoying. And he gets outclassed by every Laguz unit, like ever. Wow, Micaiah got speed. She still won't double anybody. The best way to play this map is to do sort of what I'm doing is my best advice. And then, try to take out enemies while they're untransformed and before they can actually pose a threat to you. That sounds like very simple very simple advice, but it's the best I can sort of give you in terms of playing this map. Because the more enemies you take out before they transform, the less actual Laguz enemies you have to fight. And that just makes this map a lot easier. Because untransformed, they are very bad. As you can clearly see, I'm fucking taking them out with, like, garbage units. Can I actually give her a kill? Yeah, let's do it. How did an 80 miss Fiona, whatever the fuck your name is. How the fuck did an 80 miss? Oh, wow, Edward's not doubling things. Oh, that's good. That's really... No, oh my god, that's not good. Edward, why? I mean, I guess it's a cat. You're not really double cats. God, Fire Emblem has so much shit you can take out of context. You don't double cats. No, if I move you there, you're just gonna kill Micaiah. The one advantage is that bishop does have Psychic, which is very useful, but I'm gonna keep them benched over there just so I can have all the sweet experience. That is the sound of me eating experience, I guess. Also, Solth also falls off on this level. The Lagoose units are a little more than he can handle. So... you kinda are just fucked. God, one of the decisions that I made when I was like, alright, I'm gonna switch over to an easy mode, was this level. I was like, okay, if I'm having a fucking problem with the levels already... So then the game just gives you the Black Knight. I forgot about that. Yeah, the game just gives you the Black Knight. Does he still have the concoction that I took from him? No, he does not. That's kind of funny. Yes, Glyph, what is your question? Why is that motherfucker still breathing? He survived. He actually didn't. I managed to kill him in my playthrough of Path of Radiance. Yeah, the only thing we get is that they never actually found the body when they searched the castle. So, he's just alive. Okay, we gotta give her one kill. Like, the whole joke is that she gets a kill. She didn't even gain a level. Oh, don't worry, we fight him again. Spoilers, the Black Knight is one of the final bosses. Oh my god, Aaron, get fucking speed, you fucking whore! Yeah, I think, so I think the main reason the Black Knight comes back in this game, don't correct me, is because they... Okay, so this really depends on if the first game, if both games were written at the same time, which I think they were. I do definitely think both games were written probably in close proximity to one another. I don't have any proof of this. It's just, their stories, like, Radiant Dawn explains a lot of unexplained stuff from Path of Radiance. One of them being the Black Knight's secret identity. And I think that's why they brought him back, because they never actually explained who the Black Knight was. All we know is he's a former student of Grail, and that's it. That is literally the only information we get. Man, now he's double shit. That's the only information we've obtained over the many times we've spent with the Black Knight. So I think part of it's just, let's go back, let's explain who the Black Knight is, which we will. We will get an explanation by the end of this game. Who is in the armor? Who is the Black Knight? Wow, Micaiah, you're actually getting speed. That's a fucking first. So I think that was part of the decision, was being like, alright, we need to explain who this fucker is. Like, who the fuck is this guy? I don't know why I did that, to rob Edward of a kill. Edward really could use kills. I don't want answers. I want Ike to mount his head above the fireplace. He'll do that, kinda. I mean, all he did was kill Ike's dad. Yeah, we'll get an explanation to who he is and what he's all about, and some explanations. And I think I just led Edward to his death. No, actually. Wow, what the fuck? Yeah, we'll get explained. I actually like the Black Knight reveal. I think it makes a lot of sense. Kinda. Don't worry about it. But... it's just kind of nice to know, like, who the character was and, like, why they decided to do all of this. And, like, what... Who's behind the mask? Yeah, I'm gonna do so much this time. Jesus Christ. I finally doubled something. Why would you do that? That's an off choice. If you've played Fire Emblem Heroes, I believe they just spoil who the Black Knight is outright. And I hate that. I hate knowing that that's a thing. That there are people who will play Heroes and they'll go into this game and they'll already know who the Black Knight is. Considering that's such a like a popular reveal. Like, people are just like, oh, it's so cool who the Black Knight is. Like, it's such a cool reveal, and it's like, it makes me sad that, like, there are people who are gonna go into this game, and just gonna be like, I already know who it is because I fucking played Heroes and it told me. Like, I get it, like, they want to include the Black Knight, and I think their assumption is, well, everybody's played the games, which isn't true. Some people haven't. I have. Obviously. Now, I hope Laura can move over the 2 steps to actively... to heal Edward. Oh, this is not good. Or I could just do this. Move everybody into the reeks. Aaron, you really are just like the MVP of this fucking map. And you finally get the speed you needed. Okay, please hit and kill. Thank you. Dead. And yeah, I kind of figured. But I'll just move the Black Knight for fun. Poor Meg. Also, I noticed this. I noticed this weird detail the last time I played as him. Why does the Black Knight have a fucking lance weapon level? Who the fuck is going to play as him and give him lances? He already has a blade that fucking infinites. Wow, you're not doubling them, huh? Holy shit, I could actually get to Leaf. Probably not, since I only have to kill, like, 8 more. Like, I'm pretty close to the end of this. 4. Yeah, I'll be able to finish it this time. I think... yeah, we're gonna end it here. I need to get some dinner. It's getting kind of late. I know the war is just ramping up, but... you know, that's what next week is for. Which the war will continue. Yeah, the war's not over. I know you think it might be over. You know, because the enemy's retreating. But the human furry war will continue. Oh wow, yeah, I have to finish this. Your soul is gonna fucking die. Hooray, more war. No, we don't want war. The evil goddess. The goddess of chaos will come. Edward will be a shittier unit. I was gonna give the last kill to Laura, and I'm like, I can't. Laura's another unit where, like, Rise with a transfer bonus will always be better than her. And it's so sad. Like, that's the case with every Dawn Brigade unit. Oh my god, Aaron, just get some speed, you fucking bastard, man. A veteran commander, huh? I'm gonna propose a ceasefire. Yeah, we're gonna do some base stuff, and then I think we're gonna tap out here. Wait, you're the one in command. Also, Lagoose can fucking sense branded individuals. Nobody besides one Lagoose notices Micaiah. Like, that's something they bring up. Oh, okay. I didn't explain what branded are. So if a Lagoose and a human have a kid, that kid is a branded unit, and they are considered branded. They get, like, a special marking. They also have magic powers. And the Lagoose loses their ability to transform. Micaiah's sacrifice ability is because she's branded. Stefan, who we haven't met in this playthrough. The topic of race mixing. Okay. I cannot answer that question until we get to some massive spoilers. Long story short, it's a weird allegory, and it doesn't make any sense. Lagoos losing their ability to transform, I think, is so odd. And the fact that the mixed race kids, normally they just have... So Micaiah has a special power because of spoilers. Like, massive spoilers to who Micaiah's parents are and her bloodline. Most of them just get, like, enhanced speed and they live longer. I don't think Lagoos lose their, like, longevity. Like, I still think they live super long. They just lose the ability to transform. On the topic of how this game there are a lot of spoilers that I can't discuss right now.
This sudden aggression.
Glyph, if you manage to watch more of my streams, ask that question when we're, like, near the end of the game.
Blocked, the forces of the Lagoos Alliance begin to despair as the last shred of hope is
because
fading.
that's the only time I could feel safe
his
discussing it
troops
in a
and
non-spoilerly way.
bolstering their failing strength. Galleon morale is further improved by the appearance of Tibarn and Ike's forces, who aid the Beast Army with talent and steel.
The Branded are such a cool individuals, but, like, they never do much with it. But yeah, so next chapter we'll be fighting Micaiah's army. Spoilers. Next time we'll be doing that. And then I'll explain how that all works. And some other fun stuff. Yeah, it's super weird. Yeah, I forgot Lagoos have, like, hyper healing. So they're coming up with a plan to fight it. And their morale seems to be up because they have their Maiden of Dawn, the Groomer. The Savior of Dayan. Who fucking cares? Dayan's a shit country. Yeah. We're gonna use the decoy. So we're gonna hit them with a decoy army. And then the main army is gonna slip past them. And apparently the Dayan army does not know much about fighting Lagoos. Yeah, they're gonna take a few Lagoos. That's what we're gonna do next time. There's actually a bit to explain next time. Sort of. Kinda? Oh, I hate this fucking one. They're gonna fight over this gift. A skill I will never use.
I have... Well, quick that'll fucking suck up. We shall split the gift in two. Just gives it to K.
The captain's love is mine. See, yeah, one thing I actually kind of liked is that in the first game, Leith is actually the commander. She's the cat and the big tiger dude. This they switch it, which I don't like. Why are the animal people wearing collars? I don't fucking know. Wait, which one's wearing a collar? Oh, she's wearing a collar. She's like, it's a choker. It's a fashion thing. Come on, there's gotta be someone else wearing a collar. Do I not have Leith? Oh, there they are. Oh god, she is too. Why is it just the cats? We're not gonna question that. Glyph, we're moving on. Was I leveling up again? Because Oscar's definitely going to level up. Oh yeah, I was getting Mia to the next level. True Blade. Yeah, it's really weird that they're wearing collars. None of them are former slaves. I don't even think the fucking former slave wears a collar in his outfit. Or Vika. She's also a former slave. Hold on, I can look that up. Wow, that was a long road to read. Mostly because Soren's just not worth leveling up. Okay, he kinda is. I can look this up. Hold on. I can find a Lagoose girl that isn't wearing a collar. Just give me 20 seconds. Yeah, this motherfucker isn't. He's a former slave. Wow, I just went off of that real quick. Oh, thank God. Wait, no, she kinda... Oh, wait, no, that's like holding up her top. Yeah, it's just the two cat girls. I don't know, it's like a fashionable choker is on Lyre. I don't... Leith's just wearing it like a ribbon. Yeah, none of the other ones do. Okay, let's not question this. Let's not question this. Yeah, I gotta eat. I don't want to eat on stream. I did that like the last couple of times. So that's all for Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. I will be playing it probably around the same time later this week. On this stream. Was it really? Does it sound that bad? I should probably like go listen to it. I've eaten on like every stream this week besides the stream I did on Monday. Because I was eating pizza the other like 2 streams I did. It's the first time I've streamed 4 times a week. But I tend to do things after work just because it's been a lot easier. So yeah, that's it for this stream. Tomorrow, or I guess today, it's Monday now. Tomorrow will be Spyro 4. I still gotta find them. Tomorrow will be Spyro 4 unless I can't find a workable ROM for it. Then I will probably play Pathologic. And then on Tuesday it will be whichever game I didn't play on Monday. And I will probably post all that shit on Twitter. Okay, let me rephrase that. A version of Spyro 4 that is at least comparable to... I'm using the GameCube one. Mostly because I already have Dolphin all set up. I don't have all the PS2 bios and stuff set up. Well, I plan to at some point. But, Spyro 4 will be one stream. I don't think I'm going to play all of it. I'm probably just going to fuck around for like 3 hours. So that won't be it. I'll post all that on Twitter. I'm gonna keep posting whenever I stream along with links. Just because I have no fucking other way. I don't even know how to promote myself. Yeah, and then whatever I don't play on Monday, I'll play the other on Tuesday. And then Fire Emblem, I think I'm gonna keep for my after work stuff because I really like these games. And that kind of is like my reward after I work. I get to then stream Fire Emblem for strangers. Yeah, this is it for me. We're not gonna raid anyone because, like, I think it's just Glyph in the chat. I think he's the only one watching. Yeah, see you guys next time. They are, but I don't know. I feel weird when it's like one person. Like I know only like one person like actually. Like when I only have one or two people, it just feels weird. If I had like if I had like 3 or 4 people, then like yeah, I wouldn't mind. But like I wouldn't even know who to raid. But yeah. So you're right, Glyph. I'm definitely gonna try to check out your next stream. Hopefully you aren't streaming when I'm working again. But yeah, those are my plans. See you all later. I guess. Yeah, I should probably start raiding, but I need to... I think I'm going to look into some smaller Twitch streamers and follow them first before I start, like, raiding them and stuff. Yeah, see ya. I've said see ya like 5 fucking times. Hit me up for recommend. I'm trying to find, like, a small, like I'm trying to find other Fire Emblem ones.